Hello, everyone. Oh,
Oh,
my
hello,
okay.
Gano.
My
Nice to meet you.
camera is just okay, sure. It literally was not like that before. Oh, because I need to pick this. There we go. That's why. Hey, how's it going? It's a very special day today. Today's the day that we honor all of the efforts that have made us three shareholders very rich and profitable. We call it Inheritance Day, as we inherit all of the labor from others. Isn't that right, Devin?
It's true. Even the capitalists get Labor Day off, which I always thought it should be at least the opposite. If it was a little bit more fair, I think they should be working really hard. Like it should be like what's that show? Undercover Boss. But like they're not
Oh,
undercover,
Sure.
but they like gotta
they're just
like
working.
Jeff Bezos, at least for one day, has to go to the factory and fulfill some orders and get that all figured out, like by himself. Like that's it.
That's how you create
Um,
a crisis of conscience amongst these people. They don't want that. They don't want to
oh, I
be.
know, I
They
know.
don't. They all. This is how these people think. They think that because they took a couple business classes, that somehow they are extremely smart, and that their degree in business is a hammer, and every problem is a nail which they can drive, and that's it. So, of course, if they were to
Well,
actually have to put boxes into a conveyor belt or whatever in a warehouse, they would be like, "No, this doesn't make any sense. I gotta
we'll
move some
find.
stuff around."
You might find in this trivia. So, folks whose first time watching one of these is like the fifth one of this. I guess my little RPG light meets a trivia
You got to
game
come up with a
meets.
name for these because I
Uh,
was talking
th-
about this yesterday on
it,
stream, and I was like,
it's
"I don't
there
think
is no
Devin has
like
a name for these yet," but it's his like maze thing.
avant-garde maze game. It's really deep and intellectual. Yeah, on this game here, we use Roll20, and Dave and Ethan will be going through a gauntlet or a maze, a labyrinth, or something in between all those things to complete a quest. As of right now, the story is that several months ago now at this point, starting on Easter. Well, first on Christmas, they saved Christmas. They defeated evil Santa, Santa's shadow, and they
Oh,
saved Christmas. And then Santa, it had such a great experience being saved that he recommended, uh, the Easter Bunny called him up and said, "Hey, I need someone to help get these 4 eggs." And they're like, "Oh, I know just the two
he
guys,
left us a good
Ethan
review
and
on Yelp.
David." Yeah, yeah, he's got a great review on Yelp. The East Bunny had you find 4 Easter eggs, which is, we did this during Easter. You found the 4 Easter eggs, but it turned out it wasn't the Easter Bunny, it was Satan in disguise, classic Satan, and he grabbed the eggs
Uh,
from y'all, and then he summoned the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which is what the eggs you were actually grabbing was a sort of like stone in a way to unlock the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And you've defeated the first one. You defeated the first one, which was Conquest. Last time we played, which I think was on 4th of July. Um,
On the
now
dot.
today's yeah, on the dot. Today is Labor Day, and now you're facing the second horseman of the apocalypse, War, who rides a red horse, carries a big sword. It's kind of cool. And Ethan's thumbnail he
dangerous.
made, he put
John
what's his name
Fetterman.
from Pennsylvania, Fetterman, John Fetterman, as that, which I guess works.
He's a class traitor. He's
He is a class trader.
got elected on
Um,
progressive values, and he's just another weirdo. I don't know.
yeah, he had a stroke and he became conservative. Weird how that works,
Although I
huh?
guess I wouldn't have wanted Doctor Oz winning either, so I guess I
Yeah,
still don't
that's
regret how that worked
Pennsylvania
out.
politics for you. You just somewhere in between. Um, but yeah, on this one, yeah, Dave and Ethan are outside a factory. Um, and just imagine this is all not in the real world. This is somewhere, in a kind of magical land. But you're outside a factory, and there's a bunch of what looks like striking workers outside,
Strikingly
and
beautiful.
they all are
What's up,
gorgeous. I mean,
lady?
if you're organizing at your workplace, you're already gorgeous. That's like guaranteed. So there's one huge benefit about organizing your workplace.
She's got an axe.
Um,
That's a hammer.
uh,
As far as I can zoom in.
yeah, they all have different tools, but they're all supposed to be in the factory. Anyways,
He's got scissors ready. if anyone wants to play.
But yeah, how this game works before I get into the actual kind of start of this is there is as you can see, there's a brown square there that represents a door for this. But in this game, there's different squares, and they all have different colors, and those are questions for Ethan and David to answer. But this isn't like a normal trivia game where you have to answer it. They actually can check the question, see if they're comfortable answering it, and if they don't, they can back up. They just can't proceed further. They can go a different direction. Um, but how it works is they both have 3 lives each collectively. If one of them loses all 3 of their lives, they are out. And if both of them lose all their lives, then the game is over. Um, so
Which
they
hasn't
have to go
happened
in,
yet.
which hasn't
We've
happened yet.
we've
Gotten very
breezed
close.
through this extremely easy.
Gotten close. Last time was
Ow.
had to do some.
That was the toughest. I had to save Ethan. He couldn't quite make it through his.
I mean, we can
his
all
half.
remember events in wrong ways, but feel free to continue that, I guess.
But yeah, how it works is if they want to answer a question, they can proceed despite if them getting incorrect. So if they get incorrect, they do lose a life. So that's where the lives come into play. But if they get it correct, they don't lose any lives, and they can keep proceeding further. You'll kind of catch on as we go through it. These guys are veterans at this point, but just for any new audience members
Wrong
joining,
holiday, Devin.
what's that?
That wrong holiday.
Oh, but so we go through this, and usually there's basically the goal of this one is they have to find the second horseman here and defeat him. But yeah, I guess
Question. Is
Yeah.
this like a game of Snake where like we're a worker and if we eat all these other workers we get more money, we become, a bigger slice of the
No,
pie?
no,
Oh,
that's a
damn.
different game. That's for the Steam capitalism sale or whatever the
Oh,
fuck
sure,
they
sure.
call it. Just I feel like it's a little weird. But whatever. Yeah, so if you guys go up to the guy in the front there, he'll tell you, "Hey guys, heard great things about you, and I heard you're hunting down these horsemen. We think we got one right here in this factory. You know, we were all working the factory. And this guy came in saying he runs the show now. You know, we were run this whole factory very horizontally, and everything was great. We were just making what we wanted to make in the factory for our town. But he came in here and said, you got to be making some weapons of mass destruction, and we didn't want to do any of that. But so he put this whole factory under some sort of spell where there's a bunch of trivia questions that I unfortunately don't have the answer to. So if you guys can go through there, and I know we're missing some employees, but we're trying to strike out here. So if you see any employees, tell them to come back out here. And if you find that goddamn boss who took over, this horseman of him, that John Fetterman fellow, bring his ass out here and we'll take care of him. So good luck. Oh, actually, I have two things for you, some starting items, so to speak, which I will present to you now. Let me do. I just forgot how to do this.
It's okay,
Right.
Devin.
There we go.
David doesn't know that I forgot the name of this freaking
Oh, yeah.
website.
Yeah, before he got on, he didn't remember Roll20. All right, so he gives you this first. So this is a pack of camels. Good classic camels right here. Non-filter.
Nice.
So this is the good
Wow.
shit. Smoke them if you got them. Removes 2 answers for the next 3 questions, but it will permanently remove 1 health point after the 3rd question. It has 2 uses.
Whoa.
So this one's a little dicey, but maybe
Okay.
there's a strategy there.
All right.
So he gives you that. You have that. Hopefully you all can see them permanently. And then he also gives you another classic here.
Nice.
A can of Monster Energy.
Sam Porter Bridges' his favorite.
Yep.
Classic morning combo here. A camel and a monster.
Nothing gets you moving than these 2 things. So get your focus up. Removes 1 answer from the next question, but also heals 1 health point. Has 1 use. So these are the items you're starting with here.
And then when you're done drinking this, or maybe maybe it's as low as the word monster here, you can put away your cigarette butts into the can.
See, yep, you're using some good storage space right there. Yeah, I feel like this was peak like our high school era, just like these two.
I think that's
not
still a
camels.
thing.
Yeah.
I remember there was one kid in school who was like got Monster Energy somehow. You know what I mean? When we're all like 14, he kept saying like, "Oh, dude, I'm off the walls right now. I'm off the wall. Oh my god, I'm gonna go crazy." I'm like, dude, it's not that. It's actually not like that. It's not like that. He's just
Yeah,
doing. He's just trying
we've
to.
like
Right.
barely drank many, and we know it's not like that.
Yeah,
Also,
it's-
like, I'm pretty sure you would have drinking a bunch of soda in your life at that point as a child, and like, what do you think the difference is? You know what I mean? You're still getting a lot of caffeine anyway. You're not unused to it. I'll take the cigarettes.
Cool.
All right. I'll take the monster here.
All right,
Hold on to
so
it.
remember that. All right, so if you go, he says, yeah, basically, I'll unlock the front door here. On the front, it does say, if I have my cheat sheet here,
Yeah,
it
can I
does
ask him?
say, yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask what you guys were manufacturing previously that it was so easily converted into a WFD factory?
I don't know, just it.
The sign
were making
appears
a-
that says
we were-
Northrop Grumman on the
We were
side.
making a lot of metal tubes with cone-shaped tops.
Giant ice
We're
cream
making-
cones.
We used to be a
for-
silo factory. Silo factory.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fair.
For,
I could see that
we
maybe.
used to
We're a farming
dispose
nation,
uranium
alright?
here.
We're
Yeah.
a farming community. We
she's
just have
great.
a huge need for silos.
he's
Like,
a
it's constant.
fisherman. She's a blacksmith. He's a fisherman. She looks like she's got a straw hat, so I'm assuming she's a farmer. He's got an
Yeah,
apron
let's
on,
not
so
judge
he's a
what these people
butcher.
do by their looks, Ethan.
He
That's
probably
not right.
steals because he's small. And he is an
Jeez.
alcoholic because he's got a barrel, and he's blind.
No, that's a barrel of
All right.
wheat that he has in there.
Yeah, excuse my friend who just said that all aloud to you guys. We're gonna head in. We are
he's
the
like,
good
all right,
guys.
let me unlock this. You might encounter other doors. There should be keys around. You might have to find them. So
Betterman
good luck.
locked the building. What an asshole!
he did, but luckily we have keys because we work here. But some of us have access
They're
to this
inside,
only this front door here. Luckily, I'm one of those people. So on this door though, it does say Factory Sector A. It says, and then parentheses, entrance. So he'll unlock the door for you guys. Then I will reveal an area. If I can do this correctly.
Oh, is the brown out of question?
Nope, it's a door.
He described it as a door.
Oh, okay.
So you guys can go through. He opens the door for you.
We have
And
bright
I'll ask
red
that one of you
and
guys does a
slightly
check
less
mark
red.
on any of the
That's David's
ones we go
job.
past. Yep.
Right.
All right. So you have these are two different reds. You have one's a bright red, and one's in the more darker red. Left or right?
Well, we might as well
Left
look
or right?
behind us. And we're starting in the corner. I don't know. Is there a bathroom here? Let's preview.
Oh, you're thinking go right.
Yeah, the maroon or darker red.
I thought you were making a joke about
Oh, just
like,
leaving? No.
You said behind us because that's
Sorry,
where
the
we
character is
walked
facing left. That I don't know. That's why I said
in.
that.
Okay.
I don't know if you can tell, but or are we supposed to be a
So are you
little cleric?
previewing right?
Yes, please.
All right. On April 20th, 420, 1914, the Colorado National Guard and private guard by the Colorado Fuel and Iron Company attacked a tent colony of 1,200 workers and their families who were on strike. What industry were they a part of? A. Train. B. Mail. C. Coal. D. Industrial farming.
All right. Could you read the question just one more time?
Yep. On April 20th, 1914, the Colorado National Guard and private guards by the Colorado Fuel and Iron Company attacked a tent colony of 1,200 workers and their families who were on strike. What industry were they a part of? A. Train. B. Mail. C. Coal. D. Industrial farming.
Colorado.
14.
I have no idea. Would that be coal? That's like rocky area. There might be a cave somewhere that has coal in it. Devin describes Colorado as a dry heat, so I don't know if they farm there.
Virginia. But maybe that's why they need industrial equipment. I feel like it's not those though. I could almost see mail, you know, but mail is federal, so I don't. Can you? I don't think you can unionize a federal workplace because it's already sort of unionized in a way, I guess. And what was the option A?
Train.
I could see train.
Terrible map.
What do you think, Ethan? Feeling strongly
I
about any of
I
them?
have no freaking idea. I was leaning towards
Yeah.
coal, but I mean, I don't know. I trust you entirely, David. Whatever
Oh,
you
I don't think we
think.
have to answer this. Although I feel
There is a
like,
question to the left as well.
yeah, let's maybe. Well, I don't know. I feel like we have to go this way because we're searching for keys, and he always puts something right at the beginning. He can't help himself. Um, so I'm gonna step on it and say train.
Locking that in.
Yeah, I don't feel good about it, but I am.
All right. David says train. That is incorrect. It was coal. The Colorado Fuel and
Damn.
Iron
Was
Company
wow.
was a bit of a hint there.
Oh, I didn't even. Wow, should have listened to it a third time.
Yeah, but yeah, this is in I think it was I forget the name of it, but I actually went to the site. They have like a little monument to this. But yeah, they like killed a bunch of women and children, the National Guard,
Jesus.
because the workers are on strike. Because this was still at the time or towards the end of the time when there was still kind of factory towns or mining towns. So like people would come in with their families and their housing and food and everything was like basically stipend through these companies. So
Like
I
Google.
think it was called the Ludlow Massacre, if I'm not mistaken, which is in Ludlow. But it's like a little off the corner of one of the or off an exit on one of the highways next to a farm. Not really much going on, but there's a little
Oh,
thing there. But yeah,
okay.
so David, you're at 2 HP here,
Yes.
unfortunately, but you do
Yep.
now get to see past this red.
And blue means
Okay.
that's the winning square, right?
Close. It's another question,
Hmm. Okay.
which is winning for me, you know?
Well, do we want to at least see what that one is?
Yeah, I'm good with either one.
All
See
right.
what blue is.
All right. How many copies of Call of Duty World at War were sold in its first 2 months of release? A, 900,000, B, 1.6 million, C, 3 million, D, 13.2 million.
Okay, so I literally just watched a video about Call of Duty Ghosts, and in that video showed the release timing, years of the games, and the fact that up until Modern Warfare 4, they were all increasing in sales. And Modern Warfare, which is Call of Duty 4, and World at War was the fifth game, 4 sold in total over 14 million copies. So this has to be a high number. For it's like, oh my god, the game that came out last year is so good. There's another one. That's always how it works. Resident Evil 4 is like the famous one. 5 was the best selling because it's like, oh, I heard 4 was really good. So, looking at this number, this is in the first 2 months, you said?
First 2 months
I'd,
of release.
I don't think it's D because that would be way too much. But I can see it being either B or C because I think A is too low. And since David took a
Fully
hit
trust you.
last time, I'm going to step on the plate and say a flat 3 million here at C.
Locking that
That's a
in.
lot too.
In 2 months. In 2 months. 2 months. But maybe 1.6 is better. No, I'm gonna say C.
Yeah,
Locking it in.
All right, Ethan's
I want
locking
you
it
to
in.
overthink it.
Call of Duty World at War, my first Call of Duty. That's the only Call of Duty I ever prestiged in because I played a shit ton of it. And I was like, whoa, they make games like this. Um, Ethan, that is correct. It is 3 million,
Nice.
which is kind of a
Nice.
crazy to
Good
think
job.
about. Just that in 2 months, especially in 2007 or whenever the game came out. So, pretty good. Ethan, you're still at 3, David at 2.
Thank you.
Right.
All right, so you reveal ahead here. Another dark red on your left. If you're continuing to go straight or up, rather.
Yeah.
Might as well take a look.
Might as well.
All right. All right. Dark red, yep. The Game Workers Alliance, CWA, was the first union to launch in a major US video game studio. They, as of August 4th, 2025, ratified their first union contract, giving employees a 10% while limiting 10% pay increase while limiting mandatory overtime and preserving remote work. What game studio is that? A, Nintendo of America, B, Amazon, C, Bethesda, D, Activision Blizzard.
It's between the last two, and I don't remember. The CWA, I want to say it's Activision Blizzard, but Bethesda also had shit going on too. I will take the step on this one because I know David probably doesn't really know. I'll say it's certainly not Nintendo.
I was gonna say I can take the step on it. I do have that Monster Energy that I was gonna, although because it heals one and it gets rid of an answer, right? So
correct.
I could step on it and take a hit on this one, and then the next question, or maybe we use it on the bottom thing or something.
I feel like it's
being
D.
at 1.
I feel like it's D. So if you want to answer it or you want me to answer it, it's as if it was okay.
Okay. I will step on it and say C. Just kidding, D.
So you think it's Activision Blizzard for the Game Workers Alliance, CWA. All right. That is correct. And
Nice.
CWA, which is the union I'm a part of, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Communications Workers of America, kicking ass, taking names. If I had it, they actually made a hat with union that says "Eat the Rich" on it, which is pretty sick. I don't have one, or else I would have wore that for a stream, because I thought that would be perfect for today. Instead, I
wore white for Labor Day.
That's nice. Right. I wore black for Labor Day.
Everyone knows the colors. That's correct. So yeah, you move on.
Nice.
And it reveals.
Great job. Okay.
Right. This was just a. Oh no, we're moving.
Okay.
So there's a plate at the bottom left there, and then up in the top there's a new color, an orange. An orange if you're from Jersey.
Or not.
Orange.
So my dad says it because he it was close enough to Jersey that's how he still says orange.
We want to check this one out. I feel like what's going to happen is it's going to go like the. I don't think I can see it. It's going to go like this. Oh, yeah, you can't see that. Like down and to the left.
It's possible. You want to take a look? We can look.
Let's look at the question at least, and then probably.
Right. See, this is your first red one as well. You have not looked.
Yes.
Bright red one. There we go. Why was May 1st chosen to be the date for May Day? A, to signify when workers should be paid. B, it was the birthday of legendary organizer Amy May. C, to commemorate the 1886 Haymarket Affair in Chicago. Or D, the Soviet Union was created on this day the year before.
I don't think an American thing would have anything to do with the Soviets, just out of spite.
If that's true, it might just be a fun fact or something.
Right, a coincidence or something. But that's probably. I could see it being. I can lean closer to C, because of what the one about the lady's birthday. I think that is, or just whatever her deal was, having May in her name. I think that's a little. Really, I forgot what the first one was, but it didn't seem convincing. But
to signify when workers should be paid was A, and then B, it was the birthday of legendary organizer Amy May.
And what was C again?
to commemorate the 1886 Haymarket Affair in Chicago. In Chicago. Wow.
That seems more likely and more plausible that you would be like,
agree.
this was a great day. Let's
Yeah.
celebrate this, versus like
Yeah.
the others.
Okay.
I'll take the hit. I'll do it. I'll say C.
Now I will say we
See-
don't have to. We wanted to listen to this one. We don't have to do it.
Oh, okay.
But if you're confident,
I'm not confident, and it's just figured.
All right, let me take the hit for you, Ethan.
Okay.
Because you got it right before I'll be the martyr.
If I know anything about David, is he loves being a martyr.
Yeah.
All right, so you saying C? You locking it in, Dave?
Yes. Locking it in.
All right. That is correct. Yes, the Haymarket Affair
Nice.
in Chicago, 1886. And then that opens up. Well, I'll just do this first. That did not cleanly reveal itself. There we go.
Okay.
So there's an
Ooh, is that
item.
an item?
Oh,
That is an item.
Good. Told you we
So if
should
you-
have gone down this way.
Yeah.
So if you pick up that item.
Oh,
and
Devin
I
just jump into
sneeze.
conclusions here. Hold on. I don't know if we said we were going to pick it up.
I pick it up.
So you found the factory floor manager office key card. A key card to this factory. It says it has clearance into the factory floor manager office. And I will reveal it here so that we don't forget it. All right. So factory floor manager office key card. You've obtained that.
Great.
Nice.
What video game is this from?
So I basically looked up. I want to say this one's either one of these is from a game I haven't heard of, but it worked. Then some of these are from like Resident Evil and Silent Hill or something. So
Okay.
those kind of things. I'm a sucker for like that kind of stuff, like the keycard PNG, like old school shit. And after you found that, you see a head,
Oh.
and you look in here, and it appears to be, a break room.
Yuck.
Okay. Great.
We could use this for more factory space. Why is this here?
Seems to be a
actually-
break room where people eat lunch. There's some old bag of chips and stuff, empty chips and all that. So
Okay.
Devin,
garbage on the ground.
remember the Kmart we used to work at?
Yeah.
You remember how the break room was situated?
Yep, it's just like that.
And I remember I would be eating lunch in there or just on a break, and like there'd be always confused customers. They would just wander in there and then just use the bathroom. You're like, you're not allowed back here. Go away. There's other bathrooms. There's like 3. I don't know.
Jeez.
I remember when one of the, I won't say their name, but one of the people that we often talk to there was talking to someone else about going to like a hip hop show, and we're like, "Oh, you're seeing TikTok?" And he did not find that funny. He's like, he's dead. We're like, yeah, I know, that was sorry, but that was the joke. Because at the time, to be fair, they were doing like the hologram stuff, so I was like, oh, maybe they're doing. But I was like, oh, whatever, throwaway joke, and it was they did not find it funny.
Was that
Wow.
also
Remember
the kid who was racist, who would just straight up tell us that he doesn't like black people?
Yes, it was the same guy.
Great.
So I didn't
then
feel
he,
bad
he
about
was probably
making fun of it,
offended
yeah.
on a real level then.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways,
I named a Beedrill after him in Pokemon Go. Because that was that summer.
That's rude to the Beedrill. You should name it Chris instead.
Truly, I was gonna say.
All right.
Okay,
all right.
this is great. I'm glad we went this way. I'm sorry for ever doubting you, Ethan.
Hey, you know what? That's why you're the boss and I'm just the navigator, you know?
Yep, and that's why I make 20,000 times your pay because I put that much production out. Truly.
So do we get anything from those pink things? What was going on there before we just rush?
Those are recharge plates.
Okay.
So remember, if you step on them, they give you full health, and if one of the people, one of y'all is at 0, it brings you back to full HP. But once you step on it, it activates immediately. There's no like redoing it multiple times. So you have 3 recharge plates here.
Cool.
Pretty sweet. I have a
If you're
feeling this might be maybe one of possibly 2 break rooms, if I were to guess. So I think we found all our recharge plates here.
Wow.
if you're going that way, can you just go down for a second? I need to see the number on it. Thanks. Cool. Are you going that way?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. What year did the Korean War start? A, 1948, B, 1950, C, 1958, D, 1961.
58 sounds good. I know they protested in
I
the
mean,
60s, right?
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I think 70s was Vietnam, right? Or no, I thought maybe 60s, late 60s. I'm trying to remember when Vietnam ended because Korea was before. Trying to
Devin, can you
place my
post the
timeline here.
answers in that chat
Yeah.
off to the side?
Yeah, I was going to say that earlier. That was a lot, so we don't have to constantly.
I don't think the Vietnam
Ask
thing
you.
matters if the latest year is 61. Because I don't think Vietnam was that early.
But think about like this is when it started, right? That's the question.
What year did the Korean War start? Yes, that's the.
When was MASH on TV?
I'm kind of leaning 58 because it's like
that's what I was thinking too.
Enough years after World War II, U.S. was getting a little itchy.
Yeah,
we're making all this stuff. Why not? Why don't we just use it?
I mean,
but I could also
was that their logic?
Well, to some
sometimes it seems
some
like
of
that.
I mean to some of those generals that yes.
What are we just gonna throw this away? All right. Anyway, I'm kind of feeling B or C. What are you thinking?
I think B is too early. So B being 1950. So let's do C 1958, and I'll step on it.
Okay. All right, because Ethan, you're at 3. David, you're at 2, right?
Yes.
So.
Yes.
All right, Ethan stepping on it, and you are saying.
Alec, the answer is C. What is 1958?
Ethan locks that in.
With the key.
That is incorrect. It is 1950. We 5 years after, we're going straight into there to fight the the Koreans.
I bet they deserved it. Not knowing anything about it.
Because remember, 1946. It was already like, or I think 47 was the Russians were splitting Europe in half, and there's the fear of communism spreading further, and obviously the Korean War. There today. Ethan, you're at 2. David, you're at 2.
Okay.
But you do reveal ahead.
Great, my favorite 2 colors.
Red and red, yeah.
Dang. I want to save my cigarettes.
Yeah, so, I feel like that's an item. If we can save it to the end, that would be good.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And then I get to be a real martyr when I smoke myself to death so that you can win.
That's right. Can we hear probably both of them, but can we hear the one to the right?
Yeah,
first,
Devin,
maybe?
Can you mix in both questions at once? Every other word swap
sure,
between the two.
I got you.
Yeah.
Starting with the right
answers
one.
Too.
The one on the right first.
All right. The wrong one. No, I'm in the right one. What were the workers striking for at Haymarket Square in 1886? A, ending child labor. B, to get Sunday off every other week. C, to raise their wages. Or D, for an 8-hour workday.
And what year was this?
8-hour workday.
1886.
14.
I think the 8-hour workday did not come until like Ford and the factories, right? That's where
really?
I think that's where we get like this modern interpretation of how long you should be working for. I think that's way too early. It's probably the sad answer of B to have one day off every other week and that being a holy day. for people that care. C being to raise their wages seems like a more obvious type of way to strike. And A, end child labor. Was
Child
that?
labor was like way back Rockefeller time. I feel like I guess I don't even know when Rockefeller time is, if I'm honest. Like I'm trying to think.
I think it was around.
It had to be 1800s, right?
Well,
Like early 1800s.
when was
Because he was railroads.
what was the book called? The Jungle or whatever, about the factory food and the finger and all that stuff, and the quality control on they had a lot of child labor
Oh,
stuff. I don't know if it was called. It was a book back then that was like, hey man, factory, like, like the way manufacturing and labor and all these factories work, like it's really unsafe and people get hurt, and you're eating a sausage and that sausage has fingers in it because of people getting their hands chopped off and no one gives a shit. I thought that was around the child labor stuff. I don't know if it was called the Jungle, but
are you thinking? What
You're
was
thinking
the
of Guns
date
N'
again,
Roses,
Devin?
by the way.
The band.
just as bad as child labor. You're right.
What was the
No, I don't care.
what was the date again? It was 18.
I'll just read the full question. What were the workers striking for at Haymarket Square in 1886?
I bet it's either B, to get Sunday off every other week, or C, to raise their wages.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
I feel like because it was monumental that they made, because we know they based Mayday off of it, right? That's what we found out in a previous question.
mm-hmm.
So I don't think it would just be raised wages. So maybe B, right?
Also, I mean, if you were to put things in different orders on like a stepping stone of like better conditions or just a better deal for you doing work in general, which would probably come first, a day off or more pay in general? And then limiting how long you work in general. I feel like to get the Sunday off every other week would have been first, and not knowing really anything about this subject, I feel like this was an important day because it might have been like the first real big deal strike that would have been successful. And I can see something that wasn't industry shifting, like everyone now pays more for their employees. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning to more towards B, between B and C. And I'm
I
willing
agree.
to step on it to
Step on that plate.
prove my loyalty. Yeah, B, to get Sunday off every other week. I know we said we were going to listen to both of them, but I'm just going to answer this one now.
That's what we always say, and we always just answer.
Yeah, you do have a habit of doing that. Unless you both are at like.
Well, it's just inconvenient
And
because
then-
then we're listening to the same question again another time after,
Yeah,
and
All right. So you're locking
we never
B
really
in?
feel super strongly about a question either.
right,
It's always like this.
exactly.
Are you doing B?
Yes, I am going to say B, to get Sunday off every other week.
All right. Ethan locks that in. What were the workers striking for at Haymarket Square in 86? Not B. They were actually for an
Damn.
8-hour workday. This is the start of, in America,
Okay.
the first major strike in America for an 8-hour workday.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Ethan, you're at 1.
Damn.
David, you're at 2.
Oof. Sorry, E-Dog.
I really thought that was a Ford versus Ferrari thing. No, a Ford
he did-
factory thing. I thought that was where
You
the
did say this was
40-hour
a
thing.
start, right?
Fair. Wow,
What's that?
2 check marks.
You said it was like, did they actually got an 8-hour workday, or it was like
This
a
is
start towards
It was the start of the kind of militant action for that movement.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
they didn't earn it, but this is what were the workers, striking for, was a push for an 8-hour workday. All right, so you have one orange up ahead. You have a red, dark red to your left. You also can go all the way back to the beginning, and there is also a red that way.
Right. There is one down here. Whatever you want to do, David, because you're answering the next question.
Let's hear the let's hear the red.
Red to the left.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, we call that maroon.
Yeah, right to the left. Maroon.
It's not maroon. Maroon's more
Okay.
purple.
Well, then give
Let's
it a
do
name
it
as
that's
a, as a
not red.
college, that
Blood red.
it's dark red. Dark red.
Okay, then say dark red.
Blood red. I did say dark red.
No, you just
You
said red.
no, it's maroon.
You just said red.
Nope, just
I'm willing to fight you and end this channel over this.
all right. On July 20th, 1877,
Good year.
peace was restored in Baltimore after around 10 to 20 people were killed and 150 injured when this president ordered federal troops to stop a railroad strike. A. Abraham Lincoln. B. Ulysses S. Grant. C. Rutherford B. Hayes. D. John Quincy Adams.
What
I'll
year?
put these 1877. Baltimore Railroad
77.
strike.
Some might say there's never been peace in Baltimore.
Well, it's not Ulysses S. Grant, right? This is after the Civil War. And it's Baltimore. I guess I don't know where Grant started.
I think he was after Lincoln.
Wait. Who am I thinking about? I think maybe I'm thinking about one of the Southern generals, Civil War. I'm not thinking about a president. I can't remember. Obviously, there was one. Here.
The name, well, you're thinking of General Custer, who was one of the most despicable war criminals in American history.
That's
true.
Not even close to the name I was thinking about, but sure.
A confirmed rapist. No,
Uh,
I know what you're thinking of too, and that name is escaping me. But I'm going to very confidently say it wasn't Ulysses S. Grant. That'd be a very funny. This is an obvious not the answer. Whoops, we forgot what his name was. I don't think it's that guy. So, thing.
Can I hear the question one more time?
On July 20th, 1877, peace was restored in Baltimore after around 10 to 20 people were killed and 150 were injured when this president ordered federal troops to stop a railroad strike.
Adams would have been way too early. Like he'd have been dead by now. Or have there been multiple?
Yeah, I'm trying
Adams?
to think. Is John Quincy Adams different than? Wasn't there an Adams that was like the second president?
I think there were. I think there were multiple Adams too.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Devin probably picked the 4 presidents that were in order, and it was like, oh, that's gonna be hard. And it's like, you could tell me these dudes were presidents now, and I don't know, but except for Lincoln, he was like the 16th. Well, I can't answer, but
yeah, I don't. Let's continue. Let's back out of this.
Yeah, that's right. We don't need to answer this one. You're right, David. I forgot.
Let's listen to Orange.
Going orange up top there.
I'm surprised you didn't call it red.
Light yellowish red.
All right, going to the top one. The Soviet-Afghan War started on Christmas in what year? A. 1958, B. 1969, C. 1979, or D. 1991? And I'll put these in the chat.
Yeah, thank you.
The Soviet-Afghan War started on Christmas in what year?
I'm thinking it's 79 because the invasion was in the 80s. So
yeah, I'm trying to think of when.
Unless they went back a second time in the 90s, and I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
Well, there was. I'm just trying to think about like when Desert Shield and Desert Storm were for us, because that was around the same time they were. I'm thinking 79 as well. I'll step on it and say 1979.
Locking that in?
Yeah.
David, congrats. That's correct. Nice job.
Nice.
You know your Christmas.
Thank you.
Facts. I should have kept this one for Christmas. So you get through that. David, you're still at 2. Ethan's still at 1.
That's correct.
You do find another item,
Ooh,
Nice.
sweet.
which is, I believe, just triple checking.
Oh,
It's a dog.
Yeah. You find
Oh, nice.
a great value granola bar. There's only one in the box, unfortunately, but there is still a
Oh.
great value granola bar. Some calories in a pinch at an affordable price. Heals 2 HPs. 1 use.
Okay. All right.
Say we save
Pretty
that
good.
for
Yeah, for
the
sure.
end.
Yep.
Because I could technically use it now, but we could also wait till you get hit and we step on a plate.
Yeah. We can take 2 hits and set up on a plate.
Oh, well, you're at 2 though.
Yeah, and you're at
Yeah,
1.
he's saying you can die, and then
Oh,
he's
right.
saying
I
that-
forgot
yeah.
about that. Oh, I just didn't realize we were just being like, yeah, you could just die. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So our choices
going?
now are this maroon one again, or all the way down here.
I want to listen to this one because we never even listened to it.
You didn't.
And the one to the right was easy. We just didn't listen to the question enough. So I think let's try to listen very closely to the question on this.
Everyone, put your ears up.
All right.
Put
This
your
one to
hands
the
up.
left from the beginning. What is the equivalent to Labor Day or International Workers' Day, often referred to as around the globe, especially by unions, leftist movements, or state communist countries? A. Soviet Day. B. May Day. C. For the Workers' Day. D. Work Day.
Probably May Day, right?
No, May Day is a thing in America. Go to an American thing. I highly doubt it's Soviet Day. Or whatever, Soviets Day. What were the other 2 options?
For the Workers' Day or just Work Day.
And you said this is a global equivalent of what we call Labor Day? To boil it down.
Or also known as International Workers' Day.
I mean, I can see it being A for the Workers' Day, but I can also see it being distilled down to just a work day, and everyone just knows what that is.
Yeah, I feel like not to go into Devon coded things. I feel like Workday he saw for the Workers' Day, and he was like, "What if it just was called Workday?" Be ironic.
Get back to Work Day is what it should be called. Damn,
Yeah.
people don't want to work anymore.
I'm kind of feeling for the Workers' Day C as well. If we don't think it's May Day, I mean, I could almost see it being Soviet Day. I don't think so, though. That would be a wild fact, and I think this is going to be an easy one.
I can see that being called that somewhere, but like not to the extent that Devin is broadening. Yeah, I would agree with
Alright,
you if you
I'll
wanted to
step
say
on
C.
C. Locked in. C.
David says C for the Workers' Day. That is incorrect. It is May Day. May Day is not celebrated in America.
This is twice now. You told me.
It's why we have
Wow.
Labor Day. Is because they didn't want May Day because it's been associated with leftism and communism.
Yeah, I felt like we had so many May Day questions already. Is why I was thinking that.
And I trusted David completely, and I had no input on the matter.
But yeah,
so.
May Day is often referred to around the globe. It is sometimes called International Workers' Day, but for the most part it's called May Day, especially like in Europe, where they actually do get the day off. Like we're, I think, one of the few countries that gets today off when they don't, but they have it in May. Yeah, so David, you're at 1. Ethan's at 1.
Right.
But you do reveal. I wish this would be an even. I hold shift and it doesn't listen to me, but no, there it goes. There is a blue question.
Let's hear it.
What was the what was the domestic box office of War of the Worlds 2005? A 235 million, B 290 million, C 310 million, or D 450 million. The domestic box office of War of the Worlds
Man.
2005.
Tom Cruise one. I saw that probably in 2005, and that fucked me up. I did not appreciate the destruction. I remember two scenes from that movie. I remember like hiding in a house or whatever. I don't know if it was kids or if it was Tom Cruise, and seeing like the alien either for the first time or just it was close enough for me to recognize. And it was like a triped creature. It had like three legs. And I remember at the end, Tom Cruise screaming because there's a guy too far away. He's like, the birds, because the shields were down, or maybe he said the shields, or because birds were landing on top of the spacecrafts, and if they came to land on it, if the shields were up or whatever. That's only two things I remember about that movie because it scared me too much.
I was gonna say the scariest scene I think is like the very beginning when it starts zapping people into literal dust. Like people just get like a whole crowd of people just get immediately like poofed, which I think is much more scary than like the Thanos snap, where it's like video gamey almost, where it's like no
people see other people, and it's like it's a one-time thing.
Yeah. But War of the Worlds 2005.
So our options are 235, 290, 310, and 450, all in the millions. I honestly don't know. I know trends lately have been like the biggest in the blockbusters, and then they're really big and blah blah blah. So like I don't see this. I don't know. I've obviously shoved my foot in my mouth here too many times today alone on these, but I don't see it being 450. But it could easily be that. I don't know. These numbers are all too close to each other to discern like this. Obviously not this one, because it could be 235 our lowest. It could be that. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no strong feeling on this.
I kind of wish you had a question more about the Ice Cube movie from this year. That was like a giant Amazon ad, I guess, or something. I don't know.
You needed to watch that at some point.
Well, they filmed it during the pandemic. That's why it's like done the way it is.
Should got a theatrical release, cowards.
Should have been on Quibi, the mobile phone streaming thing that was like, oh, it's short enough for your commute. Oh, everyone's in lockdown. I guess we're going out of business. I don't know, David. What are you thinking?
I guess I think we just one of us steps on this and then we get a recharge blade after.
I will do it. I will take the hit. I'm gonna say C. 310 million, knowing for a fact Devin's gonna say, oh, you're wrong, it's 450, and I'm gonna be like, fuck. But my answer is C, 310 million.
All right, what was domestic box office War of the Worlds 2005, Ethan? The answer is, in fact, 235 million. It was the lowest.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm dead.
We never got that sequel.
Did they tease a sequel at the end?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say again. I only remember two scenes.
They should have made another one. I don't know.
I should watch that. I love Tom Cruise.
We wanted to watch it in Sock Gang because we have the horn that the tripods made. It was like kind of a bit for a while. For every time we went around, we would play it. All right. Well, Ethan is out. Unfortunately, he no longer can. We can talk in between for funsies, but he cannot help with questions or strategies or anything like that. He's back.
I shouldn't have done that. It just made me cough. I'm sorry.
All right, so you have 2 recharge plates remaining in this room. Ethan is back at 3. David, you are also back at 3. So now we're at full coverage.
Nice.
You got that.
You didn't smoke any of my cigarettes while I was out, did you?
No, I smelled them though.
I forgot to mention. You see, you did so you can when you got that one. All right, so there's a orange one here, an orange.
Right.
Are you doing that one?
Yes, please. Well, we're gonna listen to it.
All right. This war between France and the U.S. was fought largely at sea. A. War of 1812. B. Quasi-war. C. Mexican Gulf War. D. War of the Black Sea. I'm going to say that again because I fucked it up. This war between France and the U.S. was fought largely at sea. A. War of 1812. B. Quasi-war. C. Mexican Gulf War. D. War of the Black Sea.
I've only heard of the War of 1812, and I thought that had more to do with Canada. And I don't know if that just meant that it was Canada, but my visual of it is like on land in like northern US into Canada. Uh so
I don't really know too much about wars with France, to be honest.
and I never heard of these other three.
I mean, definitely, it can't be the Mexican Gulf War. That would be crazy.
American
Sea
Gulf.
though.
Like, logistically for France, it just wouldn't make sense for them to go all the way down there first, I feel like.
True. I mean, Spain would have still been kicking. Well, we don't know when this was, to be fair. This could happen yesterday. We're like, is he dead yet? You know, we're all just distracted. So, or this could have been. Oh, he's with America, so this couldn't have been before. Yeah, would we have been officially?
Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking, Louisiana Purchase, wasn't it from France? That's down in the Gulf.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm going back on what I just said. It could be the Mexican Gulf War.
Question for you, David. Do you know
Okay.
anything about a quasi-war or a war of the Black Sea? Black Sea being,
No.
to my knowledge, way east. Like, way east and not here. We would have to have.
I don't know.
It would be like deciding, you know what? Let's take this fight on neutral ground. Let's go to India. Like, it would be like something like that. But
I don't know if America was like world hopping at that point.
We don't know what the point was. You know what I mean? I would imagine this would have been the last time we were at war with France would have been around revolutionary. I guess.
Right.
I know the Confederacy was like begging them to help them, but I feel like that answer was or that question was rebuffed. That request was rebuffed. So I don't think we were really ever at war with France in the past 2 centuries.
Do we think I was kind of thinking the War of 1812 was with Britain.
Either that or France, because I remember Canada being the visual, whether or not it was on that land or about that area or what. But I don't know if it was at. I don't think it was at sea. I don't know.
Right.
Well, what's a quasi-war? QUASI.
It's funny, we're talking about everything but quasi-war, and it's gonna just be B. We're gonna be like, okay, guess we've never heard of that one. All right, let me go out on a stretch here. Apparently, my gut has been correct in the past, and even though at the beginning I thought it couldn't be the Mexican Gulf War, I'm gonna say C, Mexican Gulf War, and step on the plate, hoping that it was around the time that we before we purchased the Louisiana Purchase.
Sure, I'll follow.
All right, locking in
David.
C, Mexican Gulf War.
Yep.
David, that's incorrect. There is no Mexican Gulf War.
Okay.
Oh, great.
I made that one up.
Worse.
It is the Quasi-War.
Okay. The one we just literally have no idea what that is.
And there's no War of the Black Sea either. I made that one up as well. The War of 1812 was mostly with Britain. I think there was some French, but France had a really good alliance with the U.S. still, I think, for the most part. So, in the Revolutionary War, because they helped us in the Revolutionary War. I don't remember if they helped us still in War of 1812. I don't remember specifically, but yeah, largely at sea. Quasi-war was like a bunch of just boats shooting each other.
What year?
I want to say that was
2008.
No, this was around that time still. I think a little bit. It was undeclared naval war, states in France, 1798 to 1800. So just post-Revolutionary War, before War of 1812, primarily in the Caribbean, off the east coast of the United States, with minor actions in the Indian Ocean and Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, so that's kind of close to the Gulf of Mexico. So,
Yeah.
I feel like we should get partial.
Jason.
David should lose half a health point, because of.
Okay. Yeah.
Fortunately,
Um,
I can't do that. But you do clear ahead.
right.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, let's hear this bright, lighter red.
Mm-hmm.
Differentiate
Blood
from,
Classic
but
red.
not
normal
blood
red.
red.
right.
70s blood red.
RGB, but with R at 255 and the others at 0.
Right. All right. At the Haymarket Square Affair, or the Haymarket Affair, or sometimes even called Massacre, an unknown person threw dynamite at police during the strike. The police responded
My God.
with retaliatory gunfire, killing 4 citizens. 8 anarchists were charged with the bombing, despite only 2 being present. Why is my thing not extending over? Hold on. I wrote way too long of a prompt here. Hold on. I have to extend.
Prompt. Did he ask an AI?
Sorry, 8 anarchists were charged with the bombing, despite only 2 being present at the rally when the bomb was thrown. The selection of a jury for this trial took how long? So, long story short, how quick or not so quick was the jury selected for the trial of these 8 anarchists? A, 3 days, B, 10 days, C, 2 weeks, D, 3 weeks. I'll put that in the chat. At the
I feel like it's
Haymarket
gonna be one
Square.
of the longer ones, right?
I think it's either long or, well, yeah,
Or very quick. You
or
think?
very quick, because it's like there was I don't think it was I don't there were in the past like 5 years there was, and I don't even know if this was in America. I feel like it was, but something happened and they couldn't get a jury at all because everyone was like, no, fuck you, whatever person, the prosecutor or whatever, and they something happened where it was like, well, I guess this doesn't really go forward because we literally can't get a jury. So stuff like that
I
could have
feel
even
like
happened then, being like all these striking people being like, well, no, fuck you, well, no, fuck you, and they might have taken them time to find people who never even heard or was
that's what I think.
nearby, right?
Because I feel like back then, I feel like the majority of people would be very against. Like, no one would be like, yeah, like let me hear out their side of people
Right.
who apparently like got seen throwing dynamite. Um,
Also, like, you still have
I
to
don't know.
rely on the mail system. 3 days is way too short to get a jury
Yeah.
together unless you're rounding people up. You know what I mean? You're going to their houses and you're coming with me, you'd have to wait for a letter. So I can see like 10 days being a minimum of like
Yeah.
if it all worked out immediately, you know.
Yeah.
The 2 weeks, 3 weeks thing is just here are 2 very close answers and it's one of them. It's one of those types of things. So it's hard to discern. I don't know. Are you leaning in any particular direction, Mr. David?
Not really. I think I'm overthinking this one. I think my initial gut was that it probably took a long time, but I feel like 3 weeks and 2 weeks is not that long of a time. So that leads me to believe
Right.
it was a very short time. So maybe we say 10 days.
Sure. You stepped on it before. I'll step on it this time. I'll say B. I was going to say it in Spanish, but I couldn't remember what 10 is in Spanish. 10 days.
I would have known either way.
I was going to say cinco. That's 5, so maybe cinco. There.
All right, saying 10 days, locking that in.
Yeah, mine as well.
That is incorrect. It was 3 whole weeks.
Whoa.
They
Yeah.
did struggle to find people to get on this trial, as there was obviously some allegiances towards the striking workers. So, and considering the police did kill a bunch of the strikers. So yeah, 3 weeks. Ethan, you're at 2. David, you're at 2. You do move ahead.
Found
a
an
monster.
angry man. We gotta kill him.
No. He's one of the workers. So if you go up to him, he's like, "Oh, hey, oh, y'all are striking. Yeah, I've
everyone's
been stuck
outside.
behind this trivia question. I couldn't figure it out.
You didn't know? It was 3 weeks. It was obvious.
Oh no, I did not know that.
Yeah, we
I
got
feel
it
like I've been
first
stuck in
try.
here for 3 weeks. Damn.
You sound like my friend Devin. Well, I guess friend is kind of pushing it, but there's a guy I know named Devin. You sound like him.
Never heard of him.
All right, so you gonna
All right,
leave?
well, you should probably head out front.
Do you have something for us?
Oh
You gonna
yeah.
give us something? We saved your life.
Oh, no, I
A
think
chocolate
you.
bar or anything? Melted?
Sorry, I don't. I mean, I ate all my snacks. I've been, like I said, 3 weeks. I've been sitting right.
Hey, you know
Uh,
this factory. What's behind that door behind you?
Oh, glad you asked. I've never been past really too far past this point, but it is locked right now. And this is for the factory sector B, factory floor. I mostly do the accounting stuff, so I don't usually go on the factory floor too often. But yeah, I don't have a
Oh.
key to get in there, else I
Accounting
would
with a
probably want it that
hammer,
way.
huh?
Yep, it's a real
Sometimes the keyboards don't work.
sturdy.
He's also IT, a very aggressive IT person who took Smack the television
great.
to make it
Well,
work. Tell
But
her.
he will go back out front with his
Great.
fellow workers there. So you found a worker, but yeah, looks like you need a key for the factory sector B, factory floor.
Let's shove our factory floor manager office key card in here. Does that work, or is that
No,
only
it does
for
the
the
classic
office?
video game thing where it goes,
Question.
or it's not usable here. It's a
All right. Professor Oak tells
That's
you that you can't use it in your mind. Question. This lock, is it key swipe or is it click click?
it is. Let me double check. I think it looks like a key, an actual key, not a key card.
Okay, so I mean, we could pick this lock. You know, it's possible.
Unfortunately, you didn't bring your lock picking device that you usually
Damn.
carry on you.
Yeah, but we have this great value granola bar though.
You could try it; it won't work.
And
but
David, you have bobby pins in
Smash
your
it
hair. That's why it looks so good.
Yeah.
So let's we could take
Yeah.
those. Also, I have
Alright,
a
let's,
battering ram. No, we'll have to come back.
Let's go back. It looks
only
like
have
we
one
have to
option.
answer this red one.
Great.
Cleared the rest out. What was I don't know. Remember if we even heard this, but let's hear
Hey,
it.
you
again.
did.
moving on.
yeah, you did because you were trying to remember presidents. On July 20th,
Great.
God.
on July
Told me.
20th, 1877, peace was restored in Baltimore after around 10 to 20 people. Mickey, come on.
I don't think he was president at the time.
July 20th, 1877, peace was restored in Baltimore after around 10 to 20 killed and 150 injured when this president ordered federal troops to stop a railroad strike. A. Abraham Lincoln. B. Ulysses S. Grant. C. Rutherford B. Hayes. Or D. John Quincy Adams.
We just need to move on.
I think
I'm gonna say.
I think I'm gonna. Okay. I was gonna slam a Monster Energy can and get rid of an answer here and gain 1 health.
Oh, I feel like that's gonna be useful towards the end. I was just gonna
Okay,
say it's
that's fine.
probably Lincoln. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, like we wouldn't think it would be Lincoln, but it is. Sure.
I mean, also
Good with that.
Republicans love him, and I think they love saying like, "Look how great he was for freeing all the slaves." That makes us as a party great people. I guess that's mainly why they say that, but I don't know. Maybe he was a complicated fella, and we don't always have to be like these presidents from yonder yore are, great icons of moral North Starism. That's a new term I made up. I'm just gonna step on it and say Abraham Lincoln, and I'm gonna say thank you for having Abraham Lincoln be A because it can say Abraham Lincoln.
You're welcome. Ethan, you're at 2. David, you're at 2.
Yep.
Ethan's saying Abraham Lincoln. Locking that in.
Yeah, and he said the health because it's probably wrong, but yes, I'm gonna lock it in.
I'm just saying it so I don't forget, because it is incorrect and I need to remember. It was Rutherford B. Hayes or Rutherford B. Hayes. Abraham Lincoln was dead at this point.
Great, even more
assassinated.
embarrassing.
Ulysses Grant wasn't too far off. He was president after Lincoln's VP was put into office. Ulysses Grant was fighting for the Union. He was one of the Union generals. So you were not too far off, David, with thinking about the
Yeah, I was
Civil
thinking
War.
about Lee. I don't know
Right.
why
Yeah.
I mixed those up.
He was fighting Lee.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Ulysses
realized
Grant,
after. Yeah.
is
Okay.
I don't,
Well,
presidents obviously have a spectrum of like war crimes and stuff, but Ulysses Grant probably is up there with Lincoln because of his work to try his best. Some say he failed. I would say he kind of failed in some regards of punishing the South afterwards.
He
But
failed so hard, I didn't even really know he was a guy. And
he was that
president.
guy. But Rutherford B. Hayes, yes. And John Quincy Adams was like the 5th or 6th president. So
Which one? Okay, so we were right, David. That was
Okay, yeah.
Okay. We weren't stupid. We were we were right for.
he's the one that's on one of the beer companies. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adams, whatever it's called.
I thought that was Daniel Adams.
Whatever. Who cares? Old white guy.
Yeah, same.
Same
right.
difference.
Right.
Probably
It's,
both owned slaves. It doesn't.
One of them got stuck in a bathtub, I'm sure. So.
All right, Ethan, you're at 1. David, you're at 2.
Right. We're getting a lot of wrong here. I will say we're really cruising through our.
I don't know. I feel like it's not about the losses along the way. It's the fact that we're gonna easily breeze through this at the end that matters most.
Yeah. Great.
So what?
All right, let's hear this blue.
Yeah, it's our only option.
When do you first encounter the fierce? Wow. When do you first encounter the fierce stalker in God of War Ragnarok? A. When taking down the Yggdrasil rift at the forge. B. Right after you find Tyr. C. On the side quest, the Realms of War. Or D. Athena summons a pack of them during her boss fight.
I didn't play this game.
I've never played that either.
Well, I'm at 1, so you got to answer. You got to be the one that says something, David.
Yeah.
I'll put him in the chat there. The fierce stalker, first encounter.
Maybe it's right after you find Tyr.
Sure.
Maybe if it's early in the game. Tyr's the one that he wears on his hip, right?
No, that's the.
No.
Tyr is Ymir or whatever is the head dude. Tyr is like the really tall god of war other dude or whatever from the trailer. I think.
I've never seen a trailer.
I just remember he's really tall and sad or something. I think he was in prison. I don't know.
I feel like it can't be on the side quest because it's the first time, so clearly it comes back.
It sounds like it's a harder enemy type that might be a mini boss early, and then later you might fight a few of them in one encounter as like a harder thing.
So it wouldn't be a pack of them for D either.
Yeah, I wasn't unless that's the final boss and spoilers. I gave you that.
Mm-hmm. I had to put them back together or at least just put him on the stand, and he just explodes when I was trying to put it on there because it's like the pieces are kind of sensitive. So once I got touching it.
I think B might be it, or it could be A, but I don't know. You have to say something, David.
I'll step on it and say B. I'll go with my gut, even though I was wrong about who I thought it was.
Locking that in?
B.
Right after you find Tyr? That is incorrect. It is A, when taking down the Yggdrasil rift at the forge.
So God, we got it down to a 50-50. It's Labor Day is rough out here.
Yeah.
Truly very rough.
All right, David, you're at 1. Ethan, you're at 1. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I just got a Bolthouse Farms immunity smoothie.
Wow.
W in the chat.
Okay.
Which direction are you going? You have two options.
Blue ones are really destroying us, but let's listen to this one because it might be one that you know. Because one of the couple of these,
the first blue
really
one was
the
modern version was the Call of Duty thing. So
yeah.
Which, by the way, the theme of blue is war. If you couldn't tell, or things with war in their name.
No one knows.
Video game
confirm.
Okay.
War for the Planet of the Apes 2017 is X film overall in the film series. A, second, B, fourth, C, sixth, D, ninth.
There was like 3 or 4 originals, and then there was a Tim Burton, and then there was these modern ones. And what'd you say this particular film was called?
War of the Planet of the
Apes.
Apes. War for the Planet of the Apes 2017.
That has to be, I think, the second of the group of the modern ones, for which, well, I guess it doesn't matter numbers wise, the ones after it, but I think there are 2 more after that or something, or maybe 3. So
would that be 6th?
I'm thinking it's 6 because either there were 3 or 4 originals, and then there was that Tim Burton one. So that is either 4 or 5. And then there would have been, yeah, let's say 6. I'll say it. You know what? We're both at 1. I've been dead before.
I'll drag you back.
I'll die again.
Actually, say the question again, unless he's being weird and being like, "Oh, since the year 2010 or something."
No, War for the Planet of the Apes 2017 is the X film overall in the film series.
Okay, I'll say C, 6th.
Locking that in.
Yes.
That is incorrect. It's the 9th.
Jesus.
That hurts.
Tim Burton. So there was 5 of the original, and then there was the Tim Burton remake. And then you had Dawn, and then you had War, and then you had what's the last one called?
Kingdom.
No, sorry, the latest one's called Kingdom. God, what was it?
You
was
have
Dawn,
a poster
War.
of it on screen.
No, sorry, No, it was Rise, War.
Whatever.
Rise, War, Dawn.
I'm dead. That's all that matters.
Yeah, there was a little cheat here. There was a Kingdom. Yeah, the latest one.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a cheat for us in
pop
Discord.
Up on stream. All right, back at the recharge plate. Your full health.
Yeah.
You did answer that one, and it looks like there's another door.
Whoa.
Which reads factory sector B, factory floor. It's just basically the same door as the other one down there.
All right.
Also needs a key.
So they have one option.
Share this orange.
What year did the Chinese Civil War end? A, 1927, B, 1941, C, 1949, or D, 1958? The Chinese Civil War.
Jesus.
They had those? I'm sure they had plenty. Over history.
That's what makes America so great. We've only had one.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be more recent, like 49 or 58.
When?
Because I almost wonder if this like current reign of Xi Jinping is on after that.
When was
like
Mao?
That was pretty.
She puts the Mao in my Zedong.
To like China?
I think that was pretty long ago.
I don't know. I feel like that was recent. He's on their money, right?
Yeah, I mean that doesn't. I mean we have pretty old people in our mind.
I was gonna say like Abraham Lincoln just last year.
That means anything.
Well, actually, relatively, we're pretty recent in Chinese history, but not less than 100 years ago.
Yeah, I mean you could be right. I don't know when was over.
Hey, track record
like
so far today is I'm wrong.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, one of us just gonna have to step on it. I'm fine with taking it. My gut is saying it's a later year, and that my hope is Xi Jinping took over after that, and that's my reasoning.
You hope Xi Jinping took over.
J.J. Abrams?
That's not what I'm saying.
So he's okay.
My hope for getting this question right.
J.J. Abrams came and rebooted China?
The 1958. feel like it's too soon, but it's what it is.
So you're locking in D, 1958.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
You think so, or do you know so?
I think so, but I'm locking it in.
Okay. That's an ancient Chinese proverb too, right there. I think so, but I don't know, but I'm locking it. David, that is so close. It's incorrect. 1949, you had it. You had
Ugh.
because it was after they paused their civil war during World War II to fight Japan. They like collectively stopped fighting each
Oh.
other and were like, we need to kick out the Japanese here first.
Right.
But
Then
it was
Stalin
ongoing.
came in.
It was ongoing, I think, since 1927 with that first year. So it was ongoing. They stopped
Wow.
it, and then they had to, yeah.
Okay. Dang.
David, you're at 2. Ethan, you're at 3.
No, I got the blue wrong, right?
Ah, monster.
Oh wait, no.
Oh,
and then we used the
you went
recharge
back.
plate.
You went
You're right,
back.
you're right,
Yeah.
you're right. Oh my god, we
Wow,
got a
you just called this
werewolf.
poor worker a monster. So rude. He's like, oh, thank God, I was stuck behind these 3 questions and they all overwhelmed me. I was at 1 HP. So I just sat here hoping someone would save me. Oh,
What-
there's striking workers outside? Oh, that's awesome. By the way, up ahead, I think there's another door, so maybe go that way. I don't know.
Oh, great. Hey, before you leave, what's with this number 12?
Oh, it's a number for something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
God.
Very helpful.
It's God's number.
Thank you.
Okay.
As he walks.
He said which way is another door?
He just said up ahead. So we don't know. Wow, a lot of really dumb people are trying to fight. The thing that feeds and pays them.
Oh.
Interesting.
Ethan's anti-union, so it's just bleeding through.
I'm anti everything. I hate everyone equally.
Right.
I hate people.
Yeah. Oh, so you're an asshole?
feel like
Okay,
you
got it.
can't be,
Right.
well, maybe it is to the left.
I think they both just go up.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's hear
Yeah, baby.
red. 12.
And here,
Which one?
Red-
Because
red 12?
he thinks they're all red.
this country / territory doesn't celebrate May Day. Instead, it celebrates an early May bank holiday. A. Vatican City. B. Yemen. C. UK. D. Vietnam. This country or
Gotta be
territory
UK.
doesn't celebrate May Day. Instead, it celebrates an early May bank holiday.
I don't think it'd be Vatican City. That'd be Rome.
No.
But I don't know. Every time I've said, well, it can't be this because of this obvious reason, I'm always wrong. So,
Well, Vatican City is its own country.
there we go. I'm wrong.
So yeah, when in Fast X, when they literally detonated a bomb in Vatican City, they unironically declaring war on
yeah.
Well, they saved.
the
Vin Diesel
papacy.
saved the Vatican.
Still went off, you know.
Did you post? Can you post the answers?
Yeah, can you post
I,
the
Vatican-
actually, I'm just gonna. I'm
Vatican
just gonna
City,
step on it and
Yemen,
say
UK,
Great Britain.
Vietnam.
I don't think it's
Great Britain or UK?
I think it's the UK.
Okay. Same thing.
So what's happening?
Same. I'm stepping on it.
All right, David, you're at.
I feel like it has to be.
I don't think it is. But
Ethan's
I
at
don't know.
Really?
2.
My confidence is shaken on everything I'm declaring. So
And we're getting everything wrong, so it's like it is what it is at this point. I mean, I can't think it's Yemen, but
could be Vietnam. I don't know.
yeah. All right, it could be.
You say
Let's
what you
go
think. You have a
UK.
better track record so far today than me.
So David, you're stepping on it, UK.
Yep.
Locking that in.
Yes.
That is correct. Of course, the UK doesn't celebrate any Labor May Day. Come on now, that makes the most sense. Early, they just celebrate the bank.
Classic.
And Vietnam does celebrate May Day for sure.
For real.
Bagan
Ooh.
City, I think, does like some suit, like they don't call it May Day, but they do some sort of like worker day or something. But they always get Sundays and all those days off because they don't fucking work there.
Wow.
Just a bunch of old white dudes just being like, "Oh, incense.
Incense
Let's read
or
the Bible
incest?
again. I'm so horny. Don't tell anyone I'm
Okay.
gay."
I was gonna say so horny, probably for children.
All right, so David, you're at
Yep.
2, right? And then Ethan's at.
Yep.
He's at 1 because he got 2 wrong.
I got it. I got
You
this
got
one
this
right.
last one right.
Oh yeah, I just assumed we lost.
I know you thought it wrong, but
my brain
time
defaulted
I trusted
to
myself.
like we must always lose.
So
Yes.
there's a door here.
please tell me it's the manager's office.
It is the factory floor manager office. So if you
yeah.
use that key card,
Slip in that key card. Bling blong.
Yes, Jen, I see you. She peeks around the couch. She's not on screen, but
all right, so you open that door. There is a question up ahead.
Okay. Interesting. I feel like there's going to be like something in here, like a key card, or like in the
Yeah.
manager's office, they probably keep the key in there, right? Like there's probably going to be
well,
item
to be
in
fair,
here.
who knows what Devin's thinking? He probably has Batman in here
I
for
think
all
he
we know.
thinks completely logical, and he's going to think exactly like I think.
All right,
Well,
so
we
you
might
going
as well
ahead?
take a listen. Yeah, might as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Which U.S. president publicly supported a September Labor Day in 1887 and later made it a U.S. federal holiday in 1894 because he feared celebrating May Day would strengthen socialist and anarchist movements? A. Herbert Hoover. B. Grover Cleveland. C. Abraham Lincoln. D. Woodrow Wilson.
Now, one of those is a Muppet. Also, what Devin paused after saying September, and I could have sworn in my brain he was going to say this supported the September 11th attacks.
Who's publicly supported the September 11th attack but was able to be president?
All of these dead guys. Man.
I feel like it's Woodrow Wilson here.
Sure, I'll step on it. I trust David. I'm saying Woodrow Wilson, locking it in.
Damn. All right.
Okay.
Barely even thought
That
about it.
is incorrect.
Great.
Woodrow Wilson wasn't president until like 1915. It was Grover Cleveland. It was your guy in the bathtub.
I thought William Taft was
I
the
wouldn't have
bathtub
guessed
guy.
Oh, whatever. One of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I think they both got stuck in. I'm sure they did.
Well, we got something right, Ethan. not on the board, but all right.
All right, so Ethan, I think you're at.
Exactly like
I'm
I
at
thought.
2.
Are
We're
you
both
at-
at 2 because I was
You're
at
2
3
now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Both at 2. You do find an item.
Is the item a granola keycard bar? You can either eat it to heal or you can use it through a critical door. It's your choice.
So I can try to have the right. Where is the? I'm looking at the wrong. Oh yeah, you found 2 items actually. That's why I got confused for a second. I was like, wait.
Oh.
You found 2 items. So first you find Factory Sector C, Key A, which I will. Key with the letter A engraved on one side, the other side, leadership lounge.
Mm.
And then you found Factory Sector B key, a key with an engravement that says factory floor.
Okay. Yeah, well, we need that.
This one's from Silent Hill, the Factory Sector
I
B
can tell
key.
because it's grungy.
Yeah.
And I think the other one is.
Factory floor one's gross.
I think the other one was Resident Evil, like I think the original one or second one. I remember the remake. No, those are the keys with all the different
The playing card suits.
Yeah.
Were in the original.
Yeah.
And the
All
second
right, so
one.
you've-
And the second game.
Uh,
Now, do we
so
want to at least humor this orange door down here? Because maybe it
Here?
leads to, yeah, across from the 12. Oh, my
Sure.
connection to the server has been interrupted.
refresh.
I still hear you.
Well, that's what Roll20 is saying.
Oh,
Do you
Oh,
see
it
yeah,
on
I
my
see.
end?
Do you see my
Yeah,
ping?
you're
I saw
moving. Yeah, you're moving. Maybe it was just
I didn't move him.
it.
That must have been David.
Um,
Right. Let's hear it.
what year did the Greco-Persian Wars start? A. 499 BC. B. 104. C. 1568. D. 1968.
1968. Greco-Persian War. I mean, this is probably I'm trying to think, is this the war where the Spartans fought 300? I feel like it's the same war. So I feel like it's either 499 or 104.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it's 1568 or 68.
Honestly, we could we
Um,
could have our own form of a strike, David, and play in protest and just purposely say D.
No, I'd rather have a chance of getting it right.
I agree.
I mean, 50-50 here.
Man. Man. I'll step on it. We're both at 2, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I almost wonder if we have to step on this plate. Like, I wonder if the doors are going to lock behind us, because that happened to us at one point, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Not the other one, previous one.
Yeah. Devin trying some bullshit with ice or something. Yeah, Jarek really did kill it a couple days ago. I agree. Yeah, I'll answer. I agree with you that it's either 499.99 or 104.99. Prices. But man, is
I'm kind of
499
leaning
too
499
late?
BC.
Really? Oh,
499
BC.
BC.
BC. Okay, then that changes
British
everything.
Columbia, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, then yes, 499
Columbia
BC.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
gonna step
That's
on
what
it.
I was thinking.
Because the way it's written here in the chat, my brain is like, I saw the B and I'm like, okay, yeah,
Oh, I
that's
see.
answer
Yeah,
B.
yeah.
You know, like even
Yeah.
though it's obvious, but like I just
BCP.
yeah. Oh, gotta give me some BCB, my dealer. I'm gonna step on it and say locking it in. You don't even need to ask me, Devin. Don't ask
All right,
me.
locking it in.
Locking it in. 499
Ethan,
BC.
that is correct.
Okay.
And David, you also are right. I'm going to give you. I can't give you anything, but it was the Battle of 300, Battle of Thermopylae, or however you say it. Does take place during
Formaldehyde.
this war. This was the Persian and Greeks, but Spartans did have that big, famous battle where Zack Snyder's 300 took place, and all of it was 100% accurate.
Yes.
You got it correct, and it leads back to that door.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, well, at least we got it right.
At least we got it right. But are we using a health before we enter? I mean, it really kind of sucks to use it and then the door doesn't lock behind us.
Well,
But is it going to suck more if we don't?
This is according to looking at the key in my hand, because I'm holding it right now. You're not trustworthy enough to hold the key, David. This is a regular ass key. So the door cannot lock behind us unless the knob doesn't have a key slot on it. A key
might break. That one looked brittle.
Don't.
This is I mean, remember this is a factory too.
Yeah, factory that locks all of its doors. What a big fire hazard this is.
Well, the horseman came in here and did a bunch of shit.
We're at 2-2.
I mean, these questions on the ground are also a fire hazard. If we were talking about that,
Fair.
you
Also,
can't
this
like they're
layout,
literal traps to get
yeah.
out. So what do you? If you're not worried about it, I'm fine. I
I'm
just
not
wanted
worried
to bring
about
it
it.
up.
I'm not worried
Okay.
about it.
I feel like we go down here because this felt like a hidden door.
And the key you can use on both if you want to. It's not.
I would imagine it's one big room.
They don't.
But
It doesn't eat the key. So
let's open this one. We're already standing here.
all right. So you open it.
What are we
with
at health
the
wise
key.
again? 2 and 2.
2-2.
2 and 2.
Oh, I don't know. I was expecting a big room because he's at factory floor, not a hallway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, can we check the other door? Open that one
You can.
too? Okay.
If you go back and check that, you hear a squeak from a dog in the distance, but reveals a blue plate.
Let's listen to the blue plate.
What is the name of Sergeant Marcus Phoenix's team in Gears of War 3 2011? A. Delta Squad. B. The Silver Knot. C. Los Bandoleros. D. Magma Force.
Los Pandoleros. I didn't play these games. David, you're an ex-bot.
I've only played it like twice.
What was the Gears of War guys group called?
I don't know. What
I will say
the
this.
Silver Knot.
If
Magma Force sounds dope.
If it was the Silver Knot, I feel like having experienced life on the internet around video games would have at least told me what that was at some point. I would have heard that.
Yeah.
Delta Squad
It's an
sounds
insane
generic.
name.
And I can see that being the case. Los Bandoleros is a Fast and Furious thing. Magma Force.
I mean, just
know.
sounds like a Gears of War, like we're Magma Force.
What would Cliffy B name a group of dudes? Cliff Blazinski. What would he name them? He named them the Lawbreakers. I don't know. Or what was his Fortnite clone? He's a Gears of War guy.
I'm gonna step on it and say D, Magma Force.
D. Magma Force.
Yeah.
Locking that in.
I could see it being the
Yeah, I
generic
guess.
thing of Delta Squad, but I trust David.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I think it's between Delta or Magma Force. Lock it in and D.
D. Magma Force. Okay.
He keeps
No,
checking.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
like, because
I know.
you were going.
Yes.
Make
D,
sure
Magma
you're on the-
Force.
D. Magma Force. Sergeant Marcus Phoenix's team in Gears of War 3 2011 is incorrect. It is Delta Squad.
Yeah.
I know. I thought it was so
Stupid.
lame. I made up Magma Force. I made up the Silver Knot.
That was
and
a
Los
great name.
Bandoleros. It was
Magma Force is dope.
yeah, Fast and Furious. That was just a throwaway because I couldn't think of anything else. That felt like it was too choosy.
Okay.
David, you're at 1. Ethan, you're at 2.
Okay.
Bad.
We can take 2 more hits before we step on a pink plate. Great. My favorite.
Red or dark red.
I feel like we never get any of these right, but I probably have been wrong.
Hey, I got the one red correct. So maybe
Oh,
let's listen to the
sure,
bottom
fair enough.
regular red.
Bottom regular red.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Do as the David says.
Which U.S. state was the first to make Labor Day an official public holiday in 1887? A. New York. B. Maryland. C. Connecticut. D. Oregon.
Oregon even around? Could be even split up those into states back then. Maybe.
Yeah, no.
I know they were bigger and then they split further, right? Man, which one of these coastal elites that hate hardworking Americans and want nothing done picked Yeah, I also saw that, Devin, while David was saying Magma Force. I'm like, well, I can't be swayed here. We gotta stick with Magma Force. Um, can you post what the states were in our thing?
New York,
kinda
Maryland,
leaning-
Connecticut, Oregon.
And
I think it's New York. I feel like New York back then was so industrialized. Like the city, they had so much probably propaganda, right?
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
I'm leaning Maryland or Connecticut.
Oh, I thought you were
Connecticut's so
leaning
small,
New
they
York.
can pass anything.
Man, I don't know. Connecticut's like rich uppity people. Um,
True. Good call, ref.
I ain't no ref.
Um,
I'm barely on the team. Not that the ref is, but
right, yeah.
I mow the lawn before the game starts the next day. That's
I mean,
my job.
what is your thinking for New York? You said you think it would be New York.
Well, I thought you were justifying New York when you were talking about it. That's the only reason why. And the question is, which made Labor Day a thing, a holiday, a paid holiday?
Which U.S. state was the first to make Labor Day an official public holiday in 1887? States' rights.
You know what?
I feel like my argument for Maryland is it's so close to DC.
Right.
Yeah. So politicized. But I could see it being New York as well. I mean,
it could be fucking any of these. We're not really all that confident in any direction. David's
truly been so bad.
David's down to 1, so I should answer this. Because if he answers and gets it wrong, then I don't have him for help. So I'm gonna answer. Yeah, being next to DC doesn't matter though. I don't know. I can also see New York.
A lot of federal workplaces here.
You know what? Fine. B, Maryland. I'm answering it. I am stepping on that plate. I am locking it in. I am raising my fist held high towards the Lord in retaliation for his demands. B, Maryland.
It's really deep. And I'm glad it is.
The deep
because
state?
maybe you need to find some soul searching because that's incorrect. Oregon actually was
great.
This
Another instance
me.
where I wrote something off right
Oh
away,
my.
and great, that was the answer. Yeah, fantastic.
I mean, I also wrote that off.
So before it was a federal public holiday, some states were doing it, but
right,
Oregon
because they all get
was
fucking high over there, of course, because they don't fucking do anything.
In 1887, known for getting high in Oregon. I like that idea. That's just they're stuck in like 2010, like they're just smoking.
Hey man,
pot.
I watched a few episodes of Portlandia. That's timeless. Backwards too.
God, it's tough. Okay.
Remember, you do have items too.
I know we're so set on saving them.
I know.
But I mean,
at this point,
I don't know.
So we're down to 1 and 1.
I don't think there's any downside
one.
to using our pink recharges, though. It's like efficient.
Right. I mean, we can't use them in a final fight. We definitely know that's the thing. Unless this is some dramatic horror chase thing and we're running around. Hint, hint. I expect a 10-fold production value next time. I expect a 3D rendered engine.
I'll think about it.
Let's listen to Orange. I had to take damage to get here. Might as well listen to it.
How many Germans deserted in the American Revolutionary War? A, 578, B, 987, C, 2,301, or D, 4,888?
I think the answer would be a low number, but we don't need to answer this.
There's not many people back then.
Well,
not many people.
How many people? Because it would have been the British, or did we hire them? I don't even know. That's the thing. So, do we want to listen to the other question?
Sure.
In case that one's easy, or
it was during you said how many Americans deserted during the Revolutionary
War? No, how many Germans deserted in the American Revolutionary War?
That's what makes me think
German forces. I should be more specific.
Oh. How much health you got, Ethan?
One. We're
Also
both at
one.
one. Yeah.
Damn, Jesus Christ. This is a tough one.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
let's
How the
let's hear this,
hell did we
Brad.
get in this mess? Okay.
Christ, Bobby.
In 2020, a strike was done in York County Prison in Pennsylvania by immigrant prisoners as response to the lack of strict COVID protocols. How did they strike? A, they stayed outside in the basketball courts. B, made signs on their windows. C, they refused to eat. D, they all took turns calling the local COVID hotline.
I would say it would be C because I can't really think there'd be much to do. But
Supposed to be.
C being the hunger strike essentially. Writing on windows, they would have found a means to do that for sure. Stay outside in the basketball courts. I feel like that's just one instance of them all getting beat up. That would be considered a riot, and then that would have been it.
Also, if I feel like if they were mad about COVID conditions, I don't think they would all group up together, right?
That's also true. And I don't know how often they get time on the phone, but
Probably like once a day or something. But you got to think like if all of them are like we're all using our one call, that would be kind of wild.
yeah. I think a very obvious answer is C, and maybe that's too obvious. But
Yeah.
that also doesn't mean, things happen in real life that wasn't orchestrated. You know what I mean? So, like, by a game designer, if that makes sense. So sometimes too obvious is just correct. Like, it's definitely plausible. I'm with you on D being intriguing. I don't know.
All right. Well, the only other thing is I almost feel like, well, I feel like I remember this. Um, but I mean, I definitely don't know exactly what they did. Signs kind of spoke to me at first, but then the more I thought about it, it's like, who's gonna see that? Like, there's, I assume, like a big gate around as well,
Yeah, I guess
like
my thought
trees and
was
stuff.
like that would
Like, how
be
effective is that gonna be?
yeah. I mean yeah, you're right about the basketball court thing being like why would they want to grow up? But maybe that's the protest. Fuck you. We're gonna make sure COVID spreads and kills us all. You
Yeah,
know, um, which would also then require the guards to intervene, and then they all get sick. But I guess they would. Yeah, I don't know, man. And our
was there COVID hotlines? I'm just trying to think. Like, I just
2020,
took that as a thing. Yeah, was there like a COVID hotline?
I'm sure the
Like local COVID
CDC
hotline? Just
had.
like okay, all right.
Well, I mean, hey, help us report incidents. At the very
Mm.
least.
Okay,
And hey, that would be a good
I'm
way to be
kind of.
like, yep, there's a big thing right here. Yep, there's a big thing right
Yeah,
here. And then if there wasn't,
I feel like I can't imagine Devin making that one up. And I feel like the rest of these I could see him coming up
well,
with.
I know
Like
Devin
all taking turns calling.
thinks COVID was made up.
So much so I've had
I'm gonna
every single vaccine just for
I'm gonna
fun.
I don't have
step on
video
it
proof of
and
it, so
say I'm gonna step on it and say D. They all took turns calling the local COVID hotline. Final answer. Locked in.
All right, David says in 2020, a strike was done in New York County Prison in Pennsylvania by immigrant prisoners as a response to the lack of strict COVID protocols. And how did they strike? He says they all took turns calling the local COVID hotline. That is incorrect. I did
Oh,
make that one up.
oh.
oh,
And it was the hunger strike. They refused to eat.
great.
It's the last one we were thinking of.
Well, no,
I
I
don't
was
know.
leaning toward. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
mean, Ethan did say he's like, "Oh, it's the most,"
Yeah.
but it's probably not it.
Well, then I then also
yeah.
went. Well, sometimes the most obvious is right because it's not like someone orchestrated the real life. To give credit to me. Now the real question is, do I perform a strike of my own and continue on without David, knowing that one incorrect kills me and ends this, or do I drag him back to a plate? Before I do, We should lock this front door so that these striking workers can't get in to save us. No, I bring David to a plate. We're both healed up.
All right, full.
I make this
It's
joke
last
every
plate.
time. Every
That's
time.
the last
Yeah.
plate
It
in
definitely
this
gets
room.
more funnier.
Yeah, more funny. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, now we'd have to use items unless we can find
Right.
another break room. I mean, we did find
just for
a
an
key that says
item
lounge.
check too, just to remember, you have a can of Monster Energy, which removes one answer from the question, but also heals 1 HP. You have the pack of camels, which has 2 uses. Smoke them if you got them. Remove 2 answers for the next 3 questions. Will permanently remove 1 HP after the 3rd question. And then you also have a great value granola bar. Heals 2 HP, has 1 use.
We have a key to a lounge, which to me implies recharge plates.
Yes, I hope.
Or a stack of items. Let's listen to this blue one. We haven't listened to this one yet. David had to die to get here.
Who is one of the directors of Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 2024? A. Arthur Lee. B. Nathan McDermott. C. John Doerr. D. Luke Roberts.
No idea. That game came out a year ago.
All right, let's maybe listen to Orange, or did we already listen to Orange? I can't remember.
You did
Yeah,
listen.
that one
to
was
it.
how many Germans got chicken and left them.
An American.
Maybe we answer this as like just the lowest number.
All right, I'll answer then on David's direct orders. He's my general, and I will say that 578 Germans fled in the American Revolutionary War. And that's answer A, and I'm locking it in. I'm stepping on the plate, and I'm locking it in.
All right, that is incorrect. It was the highest number of 4,888. Remember the British hired Germans. It was one of the trivia questions actually in the last one, which would.
Oh my god!
So I was hoping they remembered, but it's okay.
Having a tough time here on Labor Day.
Jesus, down? I don't want to go down.
Hey, we never know.
All right, what's this blue one?
There's all these recharge plates down.
Ethan, you're at 2. David at 3. Blue. Bye. At last year's WWE Survivor Series War Games for the men's match, who got the pin to end it? A. Jey Uso. Jey Uso. B. The Rock. C. CM Punk. D. Roman Reigns. At last year's WWE Survivor Series War Games.
I don't know.
For the men's match, who got the pin to end it?
Who knows?
What's this red?
Agreed.
Is that dark red? Yes. Do the thing again where I. Hold on, just making sure because I think I might have doubled up on one. Just trying to see when that happened. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's why.
I have a little over an hour left before I need to head out.
Oh, I don't know if we'll be finish it then. I'm going to be honest. In 1946, in Rochester, New York, over 20,000 workers, some estimate even 50,000, did a one-day general strike because of what? A. Zweigels enforced workers to work Christmas. B. Rochester City employees who were forming a union were all fired at midnight. C. Lake Ontario flooded the Kodak factory, making it unsafe. D. The Erie Canal was closed for the mayor's birthday celebration.
What year was this?
1946.
Kodak. I can definitely see Kodak. That's like the obvious answer, right?
I don't know. Is it close enough to be flooded?
I know that is sort of crazy.
That would.
I mean,
a lot more would be flooded, and then that would be more of like a state of emergency than time to do a strike. Um, I know Weigel's is a Rochester thing here, but like, you could tell me that it's also somewhere else in New York, and I'd be like, all right, because I don't have a location on where that even is. But Rochester City employees who are forming a union were all fired at midnight. Well, actually, Devin, can you ask the question one more time?
In 1946, in Rochester, New York, over 20,000 workers, some estimate even 50,000, did a one-day general strike because of what?
Rochester City
I
employees.
could.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Erie Canal was closed for the
I mean,
mayor's birthday.
I feel like it has to be Kodak. I don't think any other place like employed that many people. That's like that was the largest like employer back
Yeah,
then.
yeah. That would have been
I'll step on it and
okay.
say the Kodak answer.
C.
Yes.
Lake Ontario flooded Kodak factory, making it unsafe. That is incorrect. Yeah, that'd be incredible if the Lake Ontario could flood that far in.
Uh,
It was Rochester
Well, I
City
didn't know if there was
employees.
a Kodak one
It was the
like
Rochester
building
City
close.
employees who were forming a
Damn.
union were fired at midnight. And this wasn't
Oh,
just the workers there striking. It was like the whole city worker, like bunch of workers from other industries also went on strike
yeah.
with them for a general strike.
Yeah.
David, you're at
Two.
2.
both at
Ethan,
2.
you're at 2. Does reveal ahead.
Okay. I feel like we got to make progress somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I
Like,
mean, we
we
have a
can't
good chunk
answer.
of the land here down. I would say
Yes.
40%, but all right.
Going orange.
Yeah, let's listen to Orange.
Orange. The Spanish Revolution that began at the outbreak of the Spanish Civil War was started with the formation of militias and anarchist strongholds in Aragon. And what other part of Spain? A. Catalonia. B. Leon. C. Valencia. D. La Palma.
No idea.
No.
Man, no idea. What? Hold on. Do I want to use my cigarettes? Let's before we just get down to like we have to get them correct, or otherwise we lose. Removes 2
Yeah.
answers for the next 3 questions, but then I lose a health.
Like, and it's a permanent. So if you're at 1, let's say, you lose a permanent. So like if next time you healed back up, you'd be only at 2 versus 3.
Oh Jesus, I didn't realize that. Man, but
So it
then
doesn't kill you, but it will. The next time you heal, it'll be
okay.
the maximum is.
Sure.
So you can theoretically smoke it twice and get down to 1 total, potentially.
Did
And
we hear the hot blue here?
I think we did. Let me
that was
double check.
the wrestling thing, right?
No, it was who was one of the directors of
Oh
Hammer?
man, Arthur, Nathan, John, Luke. One
Hmm.
of the directors. Are all 4 of them are directors? It's a gimme. Fun.
Did we listen to this one down here?
We no, we didn't. Right?
I think you. No, you didn't. I think you went through here like, oh, let's go blue, and then you went up going that direction.
Okay.
Who did a mass stoppage in 1856, which inspired American workers to do the same in the name of fighting for an 8-hour workday? A. British farmers. B. Dutch sailors. C. Australian stonemasons. Or D. Canadian ranchers.
Jeez. Post those.
Yeah, I got it.
And read the question again, please.
Who did a mass stoppage in 1856, which inspired American workers to do the same in the name of fighting for an 8-hour workday?
I would just say about sailors, unless we're talking about dock workers and people working on land, sailors don't really have a choice on when and how long they're doing
Yeah.
things. Because you're on a
Also,
boat that needs care and
how does the word travel on that
by
quickly
boat.
back then?
um,
I don't know how many Canadian ranchers there are.
Stonemasons is the only one of here that I'm like, yep, you can choose to
Yeah.
just not do it today. You know what I mean? Farming needs to kind of be done every day. Granted, that's not the question here, but that, you know what I mean? Like, there's a choice
Yes.
on when you can do things. But that doesn't necessarily disqualify farmers or ranchers, to be fair. That's why you get shifts.
I feel like Australians are definitely pretty progressive compared to British back then.
Yeah, what year was this again?
1856.
We're both at 2, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Do we use? I could use the
I almost wonder if
cigarettes now.
I was gonna say I can use my Monster Energy, get rid of one answer. Heal one.
Yeah. Now here's a question I have for Devin.
Mhm.
You know, in prep on all this stuff here, do you have selected ahead of time what answers would be the answers you would remove if an item is used?
I always just remove. I just pick ones to remove. I don't have like preset removable. That'd take
Did
too
that
much work, honestly. So I
that
just kind of
that
did on the.
changes things because in the
You want to
past
use it when we don't give our answers away.
Devin has gotten rid of the one where like, oh, it's definitely not this. And he's like, oh, it's not that. That's why I bring it up.
I don't think we're feeling strongly on any of these.
With any of these questions, to be fair.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if I use the cigarettes, it's for 3 questions, right?
It removes 2 answers.
And it's for the rest of the time. And there's a lot of map left. And
Yeah, that's
permanently
the
you have
other.
only 2 health.
I don't know, man.
That's pretty bad.
We're in a tough situation anyway. Because if we don't use these, then it is, you know.
I sort of feel like
You do have the granola bar too. Remember that gives you 2 health.
Yeah.
okay, we probably are gonna have to use that then. My feeling is that we continue up here on orange and just probably get this one wrong because this is the furthest we've gotten in any of these legs.
I agree.
Hope that we run into an item or recharge plate or something.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
That or the upper blue. But yeah, I'm with you on orange.
Okay.
Which
Let's
was
go with orange then.
Orange was the Spanish Revolution that began the outbreak in the Spanish Civil War. Started with the formation of militia strongholds in Aragon and what other part of Spain? A. Catalonia, B. Leon, C. Valencia, D. La Palma. La Palma.
Man. Catalonia, Leon, Valencia, La Palma.
Man, just 25% chance here.
Right, because I
Honestly.
mean, I've heard of 3 of these places in Spain there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the 4th one isn't real or my knowledge in general. I was going to get specific there, but my knowledge in general is not great. I would consider myself one of those dumb guys. I feel like we do just got to start using items here, and I'm willing to smoke a cig. Now here's
Well, hold on. Why don't one of us just step on this and then we use the granola bar and heal back up to full?
all right. Are you hungry?
And then we're better. All right. I'm going to say Valencia is speaking to me. C.
Okay.
It's always C.
David locks in
Lock it in.
Valencia. That is incorrect. It's Catalonia. Really cool Catalonia history. I want to go there one day because their Spanish Revolution, very underrated. No one talks about it in America because reasons.
See, Devin, you
but you're at 1
snuck
HP.
you snuck in Fast and Furious reference as one of the answers. For here, you should have put Barcelona as another Vin Diesel reference with Wheelman. That's where that game took place.
So, yeah, I should have been Barcelona as seen in Wheelman in parentheses as an answer. All right, David, you're at 1.
I'm gonna eat the
Ethan's at
granola.
2.
Get back up to 3.
You go to eat and you find it's already gone. I ate
All right,
it.
so you eat the granola bar. You're now back at 3.
Yep.
There's a blue
Uh,
and an
This
orange.
separates. This isn't where I wanted it to go. Do we go? I know I said going on one of the legs. Do we follow this blue or do we go to the other top?
Perhaps listening to the questions will kind of guide us anyway if one of them is easier than
Sure.
the other.
Right.
Let's listen to blue.
Yeah.
How much is the Warframe Encore Complete Collection? A, $24.99, B, $49.99, C, $79.99, or D, $99.99?
So Warframe, for people that don't know, is a live service free-to-play game that's a shooter / melee space ninja thing. It's been going on for a decade. It shows no sign of stopping. I can easily see this being expensive. And what did you call this bundle thing? What did you call this?
The Warframe Encore Complete Collection.
Warframe Encore Complete Collection. I can see that either being B or C. I don't know if Encore is like supposed to imply a lot of something from one like era of the game, or if this is like a current thing or what. Because you know how you can like you can buy an MMO's complete edition now. You could have also bought it 3 years ago, and that's not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know too much about this, so I'll trust you.
You're at full, and I'm at 2.
I'm fine with taking a step on it. I don't know what to pick.
Well, you want to listen to the other orange, as Devin said?
Yep.
Orange. Most historians agreed this started World War II. A, Nazi Germany invasion of Poland. B, Pearl Harbor. C, the Battle of the Bulge. Or D, a Nazi German sub sinks the Lusitania.
Lusitania.
That one.
Or whatever you say it.
Well, if we're saying only these World War II scholars are American, then I can see them being like, it only matters to us because of Pearl Harbor. But
Most
No,
historians.
it's not, bro.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying, joking.
Wait, did they invade Poland? Actually, shoot, I think that might be the answer.
I mean, yes, but like, isn't the Battle of the Bulge? Maybe I'm being dumb here. I thought that was a Civil War thing, but I can see that being in Europe. I don't know.
I don't think it was. It could be.
I remember the
Makes sense for me,
Lusitania.
that's World War II.
I remember the Lusitania. I thought that was American. I thought that was an American boat.
Mm.
And I thought that was Civil War. wasn't the Lusitania going up and down our coast? It was one of our ships.
Okay.
I thought.
I feel like it's got to be invasion of Poland, right?
I mean, yes, but like, did that happen before the war started? Well, I guess we could argue when the war started, or did that happen in the middle? Listen, I don't know. I don't know things. Man,
I feel like this is such an easy one that we should be able to get. You know, like this is like classic, like world history in high school.
I mean, yeah, that's why that's why out the gate, I'm like, I'm one of those dumb guys, so I don't have to look as embarrassing. You know what I mean? I don't have to pretend that I know what I'm doing.
I feel strongly about Poland. In
That's
general,
great. I'm glad. I was gonna say I'm glad you're saying.
I'm gonna step on it and say Nazi Germany invasion of Poland.
I trust you
and hope that was correct. There's something that's clicking in my brain.
And
I
again,
don't know why.
I know that happened. I just don't know if that was like, well, it started beforehand. You know what I mean?
Agree.
That's my only concern.
I'm also concerned about that.
Lock it in.
Locked in though. Yeah.
And the Battle of the
Alright,
Bulge, by the way, you can't start a war with a battle. Like it would have to be an invasion.
Yeah.
right?
I don't think so.
David says A, locking that in. And David, you're at 3, right?
Yep.
That is correct. For both. You're at 3, and it is Nazi. 1939.
Jeez.
Battle of the Bulge is a World War II battle, but later in the
Okay.
Lusitania, however you say it, is World War One. That's how America gets involved in World War One. And then Pearl Harbor, obviously, is how Japan brings U.S. into the war.
Great. Okay.
You do
Yes.
find
Hey,
an
there we go.
item.
Thank God.
So you find the facility manager office key card. A key card to this factory. It says his clearance is the facility manager's office.
Wait, is that where we were?
Hmm.
No, that wouldn't make sense. He's gonna pop it up on the screen.
Key card to this factory is his clearance to the facility manager's office.
Great.
I feel like that's probably the final boss area.
Could be.
Okay. If that's here, I'm kind of feeling strongly that this blue over here might lead us.
You know, we're in sync. I was thinking the same thing.
Okay. Great.
David, you're still at 3. Ethan, you're at 2. This one was who is the directors of Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 2024? Arthur Lee, Nathan McDermott, John Doerr, or Luke Roberts?
I still have 3, I guess.
You know,
do you feel more strongly about any of these?
Luke Roberts. That's a name that somewhat feels familiar. Sure.
Okay. I'll say Luke Roberts. Step on it.
Very into BDSM and bondage here. Keep saying step on it.
Just take our hits.
That is incorrect. It's John Doerr. I think 2 of these are voice actors in video games. And
That's
then 2
probably
of them
how I
are
recognize the Luke Roberts guy.
directors. I don't remember who is what though, because I just pulled from a couple different games. But it does reveal a door. David, you're at 2. Ethan, you're at 2. There is a door up ahead, and if you look at it, it says facility manager's office.
Well, lucky us, David. You are right on the money.
We were right on the money.
So if you use that key card,
click,
it will open
to 11, and we can see just beyond that spot too.
I don't know. Sometimes it's just not perfect.
Yeah, I understand. Listen, I had to make a shit ton of maps on this stupid website. I guess it scarred me enough that I forgot its own name earlier today.
We probably get an item after this if it's the same as the other office, right?
Well, we'll find out.
Let's hear this one.
Yeah.
You're number 11, regular red.
What U.S. state did the Bread and Roses strike of 1912 occur in? A, Massachusetts, B, New York, C, Kansas, D, California.
Bread and Roses.
Bread and Roses strike of 1912.
Oh, just like Metallica. Bread and Roses, 1812? 1912, okay. 1780? Bread and Roses strike. I still got a pack of cigarettes, David.
Really think you should say that. Wait, do I have 2 health now? Because I answered that.
You have 2 HP. You do have you also do have your monster.
Monster heal 1 or 2.
Monster heals 1.
I think
you could use it right now, but does remove an answer from the next question.
Right. You could do that now. Yeah.
I'm gonna use it. Get back up to 3.
Good call, ref.
So it'll remove
crazy.
It'll remove 1.
Which one is it gonna remove here on this one?
I'm gonna do New York.
Okay.
So it's not New York.
It could be. feel like we second guessed the Western states last time.
Yeah, Devin could also be tricking us, and it could still be New York.
I'll back up to 3. So 33% chance. We've upped our chances a little bit.
So bread and
Bread and
roses. I mean, you can make bread anywhere, so it could still be Massachusetts. You know what I mean? Roses. Maybe that's a key. And roses grow everywhere.
Roses, that's a good point. I can't see a bunch of roses in Kansas. A lot of prairies.
I mean, they could still grow them, but like as like a
Yeah.
unless roses is more symbolic, I imagine that is a crop. You know what I mean? So then it could be Cali. Also be Massachusetts. And I'm not still sure he really meant to get rid of New York. Could be a red herring.
Man. I guess I'm leaning more towards Kansas or Massachusetts. What are you kind of leaning more towards if you had to pick 2?
Kansas does sound good. Kansas does sound good. I was leaning more towards Kansas or California, so if we meet in the middle,
I'll say locking it in C, Kansas.
You chug that monster and you step on the plate.
They're off the walls. What state did the bread and rose strike in 1912 occur? David says Kansas. That is incorrect.
Fuck.
It is Massachusetts.
Great.
So bread and roses, I had to triple check it, but you might still hear there's actually organizations that still call themselves bread and roses in a lot of places. But bread and roses comes from a poem, but the bread represents like workers and roses represents women's suffrage.
Okay, so it's
so 1912 Massachusetts. I got rid of New York because I actually thought you guys would pick that one, and I was like, oh, I'm going to kind of throw a little wrench in it. Because New York also had a huge women's suffrage movement, in case you knew that.
There was a lady here
We
once.
didn't. We thought it was literal bread and roses.
Yeah. Again, I'm
like
a dumb guy, you know?
Dumps. Nice. Okay.
Did you find an item, David?
What
You're
we got
back at
here?
2. Ethan, you're still at 2. You find...
You find the gun.
So you find... where is it? There it is. You find Factory Sector C, Key B. So remember you found Key A like an hour and a half ago. A key with the letter B engraved on one side. The other says Leadership Lounge.
Got it. Okay, well then we have to progress through either one of these 2 blues or this maroon down here.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
Let's listen to this blue.
Yeah.
This was the How Much is the Warframe Encore Complete Collection.
Right.
$24.99, $49.99, $79.99, or D $99.99.
Now, David, I could smoke a cigarette.
You can if you want. I'm not gonna hold you back. I'm just saying
Dude, Ethan just wants that
dangerous.
cig right now. It's calling him that tobacco.
I feel like you were more confident on this one than others.
Fair. Man, we're at the point now where we have nothing to heal with. So if we get this one wrong, one person is 1 away from death. Keeping that in mind, my inclination is not one of them, and I'm leaning towards another 3 of them. So it's not super dialed in because I can see it being one of the 3 I have in mind. So even if I were to smoke him because I got him, that would only statistically give me with a 50-50 afterwards, based on my own feelings.
It's possible we are close to a lounge.
Yeah, I mean, the further progress we get, the progress we get. So why don't I not smoke them? And I step on this anyway. And I give the answer. And actually, Devin, can you read this question one more full time, just for the folks at home? Great question.
How much is the Warframe Encore Complete Collection? A, $24.99, B, $49.99, C, $79.99, D, $99.99.
Devin,
Mhm.
the Warframe Complete Encore Collection is, as I step on the plate and lock in my answer, $79.99. C.
Ethan locks in $79.99. That is incorrect. It's $49.99.
Oh, it was
Oh.
the other one I was thinking of.
I
Yeah.
know. I know you were thinking. I was like, oh, he's so close.
50. That was a
It was
great-
just
want
a
that
question
flat
about
50.
it was just a
They want
question
that
about
flat
how
50.
much content was in it. If it was like
Yeah.
many years worth of content, then that's 80. But if it's
Yeah.
not, if it's more of a premium thing, then I can see that of a small amount, then I can see that being 50. Damn.
This is great news. We're at a door.
Oh, thank God.
Some sweaty
you guys
assholes
found
in the
me.
way.
Oh, thank God you guys found me. I've been stuck here. I'm like, this is the furthest I've ever been in. I was trying to get in this leadership lounge, but it needs 2 keys, A and B. It says. So hopefully you got those keys.
No, we don't have them.
Anyways, well, I'm gonna head back, but let me give you a can of Monster Energy. I had someone grabbed my other one of this. I had 2 on me. I don't know if someone stole it or
Right.
something. So here you go.
Sweet.
So he gives you another can of
Thank
Monster
you.
Energy, and he will
Is the can open?
Just cracked a little bit. It's completely flat.
Right.
There's a couple cigarettes in there.
Great.
Oh.
So he'll head back to the front. So yeah, the leadership lounge door awaits.
And it needs 2 keys
Yep.
to open, like it's freaking launching a nuke. Okay.
Pretty sweet.
Sure.
Need 2 leaders to open the leadership door.
So if
Let's
you use your
open
2
it.
Energy.
keys that you found, you enter
A hallway.
into a long hallway.
Oh. Great. I was hoping there'd be fun things behind this door.
And there's a bartending lady. She's like, "Oh, thank God, I'm trapped in here. These goddamn leadership, they come in here asking to smoke cigars and get drinks and get boozed up while everyone's working the factory floor. And I come in here, I came in for the night shift, and then this freaking
That
second
factory?
horseman of the apocalypse came in here, and I just been stuck in here for little weeks. And I just had my last Monster Energy, and someone else took my 3 Monster Energies. I don't know what happened,
Oh.
Damn.
but thank you so much for saving me. Up ahead here is the higher management and chief of staff offices. I bet you the big boss is in here.
Mm.
But first, you have to find a key for it, which is somewhere in this room. I haven't been able to find which one.
Cool. Well, hey, how about, you and us split up? You can answer one of these questions, lady.
I'm at 1 HP. I'm sorry, and I drink all my money. Bye.
Okay. All right. Not what I was hoping for, but it's all right. We found the boss.
That lady
Which keys
says.
can you remind me? Have we used? We've used.
You've
All of
used
them.
all. You've
Yeah.
used all of them.
So we don't
this
have
is a
any
new-
keys currently.
Correct. So you're looking for a key
Cool.
to the higher management and chief of staff
And it's
office.
behind one of these doors, or these questions here, we think. So let's listen to them all, starting from left to right.
Left to right. I think that is. Can you move it over one? Thank you. Okay, I want to make sure. How many workers nationwide lost collective bargaining rights thanks to Trump's executive order on March 2025? A, 1 out of 1,000, 1 out of 100, 1 out of 1 out of 500, 1 out of 100, 1 out of 15. I'll put this in the chat. How many workers nationwide in the United States lost collective bargaining rights thanks to Trump's executive order on March 27th, 2025?
Wow.
I can see
Okay.
this being a lower number.
Lower, like a lower number of people, or
A
like
lower.
a large ratio?
Oh, yeah, a larger ratio.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought you meant.
Well, now
I
what
feel
about
like 1 out of
this?
100 is a lot.
Yeah. I can
1 out
smoke
of
my
15
cigarette.
seems like too much. But let's listen to this middle one.
Yep. Which presidential administration broke up PATCO, which was the Professional Air Traffic Controllers Organization, for illegally striking? A. Eisenhower, B. Reagan, C. Trump, D. Ford.
What if these all are Trump questions and this one's Trump?
Okay, question 3. You don't mind?
Yeah.
Question 3. What is considered the biggest wildcat strike in United States history? A. 1970 U.S. Postal Strike, B. 1986 Computer Operator Strike, C. 1945 Migrant Farmers Strike, or D. 2007 strike at Fort Myers.
The male always wins. um.
Hmm.
Yeah. Largest wildcat. Wildcat strike is when you go meow when you're outside. No, it's when you
Mhm.
just
You know
do
what
it.
an actual
You just do it. You don't like make a big long up about it. You know, it's not sanctioned. It's just, hey, we're all getting out of here. We're all just doing it. Um, that is the exact
so
term.
maybe it's migrant farmers,
It could be that.
or you think postal?
I feel like what would be the most disruptive to be successful would be the postal strike. Computer operator strike,
Okay.
I don't. That could be
Thanks.
government. That could not be. I don't know. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say in the 1970 U.S. postal strike, I have what, 2 HPs.
Yep.
I'm going to step on it with the assumption that I am going to drink that Monster Energy on a next question type of thing to remove an answer and also
Right.
heal back up. So I'm going to step on the plate, say 1970 U.S. postal strike, stepping on it, locking it in. A.
All right, Ethan's locking in 1970 strike. He's trusting his gut because he knows that mail
I
make the
have
world go
gotten
round.
the last half dozen questions I've answered incorrect, but yes, I am locking this in.
That is correct. It is the 1970 U.S.
Nice.
postal
Thank
strike.
God.
I made up all the other ones. So,
Okay.
2007 strike at Fort Myers, I thought was the dumbest one I came up with, but I was like, maybe I don't know, but it wouldn't make any sense to be just like soldiers, I
Right.
guess. I don't know. But you go here and you see another question.
Devin, can you recolor that to yellow and give it a key?
Mm-mm. You do have that
Um,
monster. You do have that monster.
Well, we might as well listen to it
Ethan,
first.
you're at 2.
listen.
I'm at 2 still because I got this right.
Or you're at. Oh right, yeah. Nice.
Again, I assumed I also lost 2 in brief moment in my mind, but no, you got that right.
And then Ethan, or then David, you're at 2, right? I think.
Yep.
Okay, 2-2.
Let's listen to Orange.
After the US and its Western European allies created NATO to contain Soviet influence, the Soviet Union responded with what? A. Sent a small force to Alaska. B. Created a blockade around Cuba. C. Countered with the Warsaw Pact. Or D. Retreated from Germany.
I want to answer this one. I want to answer this. So I'm
Right.
gonna drink. Wait, I don't need a drink. I don't need a drink because I'm at 2 still. Forming NATO is not an act of war. So sending a small force to Alaska would be a huge escalation. In my opinion, creating a blockade around Cuba. What year did you say this was?
No year given.
Damn. What year was it? Creating a blockade around Cuba, I can maybe see that. Countered with the Warsaw Pact, I'm going to be honest. I've heard that many a time. I do not know what that is. So,
Sounds like something that would be around NATO, though.
Right, and that would be a seemingly equal response. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey, you're doing a thing against us, alliance against us. We're gonna do the same thing. I could easily see the Warsaw Pact being some sort of treaty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As far as much as I know, retreating from Germany, being a hey, we're not gonna hold up. No, we're East and West Germany thing, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Gorbachev did that to make Pizza Hut, so that doesn't make any sense. It's a stupid meme. It's just going around. Someone tried to ask an AI that, and it was like going with them, being like, "Yes, he did that so that he could have Pizza Hut." But the blockade around Cuba is a small escalation that I can see making sense. Of like,
Would be.
you know,
I could see it.
I'm going off the high of answering this previous question correctly. Going to quake in my boots and ask David his opinion.
I'm kind of feeling the Warsaw Pact because since NATO is a conglomeration of countries, I'm thinking I wonder if the Warsaw Pact had something to do with like USSR at the time, and that if anyone attacked any parts of the USSR, that they would do the same thing as like NATO does, right?
Yeah,
Blockade around Cuba only affects the US, really. So it's like a weird. I mean, even if the US is like maybe seen as the strongest among NATO, I don't know about that
Yeah.
at that time though.
My only thing about the Warsaw Pact is I have no idea what it is, despite having heard that many,
agree.
many times.
Yeah, I'm just giving it meaning.
Yeah, you're no, and what the meaning you gave it is what I would guess as well within the context of this question, assuming that it is correct. So I'm
I
gonna
don't
step.
even know where Warsaw is, if I'm completely honest.
Warsaw's in
wouldn't be able to tell you.
Kansas.
Which
It's
was
in-
not the answer previously. It was Massachusetts.
right. So, oh man, no. I'll take the hit again. Why not? And I'm gonna say C, countered with the Warsaw Pact, lock it in, stepping on the plate.
Ethan, David, I'm glad you came together because that is correct. It is the Warsaw
Right.
Pact. It was their NATO. It was them and the Soviet bloc and the other kind of Eastern European countries agreeing to work together.
And hey, we learned something today. Something we should have learned a long time ago, it feels like, but we learned something.
That's what
today.
this is all
It
about.
definitely was probably mentioned in history class. Create a blockade around Cuba. That was America during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and to this day, because Cuba just is just doing human right violations constantly. Oh wait, no, that's Israel. Anyways, you propel ahead. Ethan's cooking. He's on a hot streak right now.
Truly. Great job, Ethan.
Thank you. What is this question now?
What month did the movie Warfare 2025 release in theaters? A, January, B, April, C, May, D, it hasn't come out yet.
I was gonna make that fucking joke. Warfare.
This year.
It's the only time
actually,
I've
I
gotten
should
an
know
audio notification for your chat message in here in Roll 20. It's the only time I've heard.
I didn't get one.
Yeah, weird.
Huh.
Man, I feel like I heard about when this came out, and when I think May was to shoot. When did I hear?
Mickey is trying to give you a hint.
He's trying to give you a hint.
How many times did he bark? 5? Okay, 6, 7.
You said the movie Warfare, right?
Yes, Warfare.
It's definitely out because I saw it on Amazon.
I'd never heard of this, so
recently.
okay.
It's like a recent movie. People are saying it more realistically shows what war's like, but it's just a war day. I haven't watched it.
Well, that means it isn't D.
Right, it's not
if
D.
you know it's streamable.
I feel like I don't think I heard about it in January. I think it was later than that, so it's April or May.
And I never heard of this.
It's right next to each other.
I've talked about it with you.
I had never heard of it. No one's ever talked about it with me. It just sounds so generic that maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say. I mean, May has Memorial Day in it. I could almost see it coming out near Memorial Day.
True. But April showers, man. April showers.
Right.
Showering with
April
lead,
artillery showers.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to lead into
January,
May,
New Year, New War.
I'm gonna step on it and say locking in May.
All right, David locks in May. He's trusting his gut. David, that's incorrect. It's April.
Hey, at least
and this is the movie that Alex Garland made, who made Annihilation, who made Civil War, and also was part of the new 28 Years Later. This is his movie that everyone was making fun of because it was A24. Usually does more original stories, and everyone was dunking on this movie because it was just like, oh, the Americans once again feel bad about all the things they did in the Middle East. Oh, PTSD. Like, everyone was making fun of it.
Gotcha. He's also making that Elden Ring movie too. I hope it's exactly the same as this.
I mean,
we invaded the lands between.
Civil War was clearly the cinematography in that was clearly influencing him to make this movie because it does look visually cool. But in terms of the actual storytelling, I didn't watch it. But from what people are saying, it just felt like another one of those American Sniper, like, look all the hard decisions I had to do, killing kids.
Do I kill this child because what if they have a gun too, or what? You know, yeah. Clint Eastwood.
You find an item,
right?
And it is the
fire alarm bell. We ring it. Everyone has to evacuate.
It is the higher management in chief of staff office's key card.
Wow, this looks like it came from Resident Evil.
I think this might have been.
I've been wrong all day, so you know what? If you could tell me it's from,
I don't know. I don't remember.
Piglet's Big
Could
Adventure.
Have been like Dead Space or something.
You've been right twice in a row, Ethan.
Have I been?
David, you're at 1. Ethan, you're at 2.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, then we have a
found
door.
That.
I mean, should we go into the door now?
Yes.
Or do we? Okay.
I also have to leave in 40 minutes, so.
I feel like we're so low.
I thought you had to leave like. I thought you had to leave like not now. Honestly, he said like an hour ago.
2
an
o'clock.
hour. 2 o'clock. So you're opening that door.
Yeah, let's see what's within. Thank God.
Nice.
We're saved.
Ethan's at 2. David's at 1.
As we step on this recharge plate, I put my hand on David's shoulder and says, "Thank you for telling me not to smoke before."
You're welcome, Ethan.
But I'm gonna start now.
Are you healing?
Well, why don't we just answer 2 questions here quick and see. Let's just cruise through these. I'm gonna step.
My only worry is that there's nothing behind here. Like they're all just dead ends.
That can't be true.
I mean,
that cannot be true.
We got lucky. We picked the one that has the right thing. That doesn't necessarily mean the other things also have stuff.
I don't think there's any dead ends in here that doesn't have an item.
He's done it before. I would do it.
I mean, there's no reason not.
Which one are you?
I agree. Yeah.
Well, which presidential administration broke up PATCO, Professional Air Traffic Controllers Organization, for legally striking? A. Eisenhower, B. Reagan, C. Trump, D. Ford. PATCO, Professional Air Traffic Controllers Organization, broke them up because they were a federal union. They were a federal union, and federal union workers
That's
are
one of those things
allowed
too,
to strike.
Where if you said if Biden was an answer, I would have been like, that definitely feels like it would have been the case. I'm with you if you want to say Trump, David. How much
Do you
health?
want to answer, or do you not want health or help on the next one? I have one.
Oh, right. I didn't know if that was
The
the
next
case.
one's the ratios. I don't know if you already had an answer picked.
No. I'll step on this and I'll say Trump.
C, Trump.
Oh, sorry. Well, you didn't have him
You're good.
on the
D
thing.
Ford,
So.
sorry. A, Eisenhower, B, Reagan, C, Trump, D, Ford. Ethan saying C, Trump.
Locking it in.
Locking that in. Locks it in. That is incorrect. It's our boy Ronald Reagan.
That makes a lot more sense.
One of them.
Yeah, the air traffic controller. You don't get confused because Trump, in the Doge did cut a lot of the air traffic control just job straight up, but that wasn't them saying they couldn't strike.
I made the planes less woke, and now they're all crashing.
But yeah, another Reagan W.
The W's in the chat.
So it reveals. So Ethan's at one.
We're 1-1.
1-1.
We can answer.
Do we try to make it to the end of this?
Yeah, might as well.
See what this is.
Battles in this war were described in the Anglo-Saxon epic Beowulf. A. Great Heathen Army War. B. Swedish Gothic Wars. C. War of 1812. D. Russo-Swedish War.
Now, Beowulf, famously, the thing I haven't seen or read. And hey, maybe I sometimes get it confused with the Highlander, which I own on a 4K Steelbook Blu-ray, and I still haven't seen. Beowulf is not immortal like the Highlander, or whatever, however that works. So it is not the War of 1812, because I feel like that would have been a funny joke answer to be like, yes, that was in there. I'm going to step on this, trusting David to hashtag Halo 3 finish the fight. I'm going to step on this, lock
Did we
it
use
in.
our Monster Energy, by the way? Or do we want to?
No, we didn't, but I feel like we saved that.
Heals
Right,
1
okay,
HP and also removes an answer from the question.
I think the answer is B, Swedish Gothic Wars, but that also sounds completely made up, but it also sounds rad as hell. And, I mean,
Agreed.
I also think Beowulf is not real, so they can have a fake war. You know what I mean? But Great Heathen Army, nah, I don't know. Fuck it, I'm gonna say B, Swedish Gothic Wars.
Right,
Locking it in, stepping on the plate.
Locking that in? Okay, Swedish Gothic. I agree. It does sound very. And I'm glad you agree, and I agree because it is correct, and that's sick. Swedish Gothic Wars. All these are real wars.
Well, okay, then there you go.
Great Heathen Army Wars, like Vikings, which is sick. Swedish Gothic Wars. Inspired Beowulf. So you got that correct. Nice job. This one is a dead end.
Told you, David. Let's move on.
And this is the first dead end. I mean, we might as well answer this. I'm gonna say whatever.
Trump was an answer for this one as well, so you might as well just say Trump.
How many workers
for this one?
How many workers nationwide lost collective bargaining rights thanks to Trump's executive order on March 27th, 2025? A, 1 out of 1,000. B, 1 out of 500. C, 1 out of 100. Or D, 1 out of 15.
1 out of 15 is too much, I think. I mean, if that's true, that's truly insane, which is maybe why it's a question. But I'm going to say C, 1 out of 100, locked in.
David saying 1 out of 100. That is incorrect. It is 1 out of 15 workers lost their bargaining rights thanks to that Trump executive order. Definitely not a sign of fascism, but whatever. It happens. Luckily, everyone's been protecting workers' rights and whatnot. But David, you are GG.
Dang.
Recharge plate or that Monster Energy could help you back.
Or I answer this one down here on my own, have it be a dead end, and we both die anyway.
Yeah.
No, I'm dragging him to the recharge plate, and we're moving forward.
Okay.
Executive decision.
All right. So you guys heal, both at 3. You have a blue and a red.
Let's listen to blue. Bada bee bada ba.
How many players does War Thunder say they have? A, 2 million, B, 5 million, C, 10 million, D, 18 million.
War Thunder. That is like a World of Tanks Euro thing. I believe that's
I think it's
also
pretty popular.
believe that is also the game that has the forums that has actual military secrets leak all the time.
Yeah.
Based.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think that's I think
Based.
that one Navy guy is didn't he leak something about this, or was that talking to
I don't know.
Minecraft people? It was something insane. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling
need a lot of
5.
players to get those leagues.
Also, like the way
5
game
million.
companies like to do, players does not mean current or active. It means anyone who has signed up for an account can be considered a player. So, you know what I mean? They want to brag. They want to make their game seem big. That's what makes
Now,
me
I will
think
point
18.
out 5 million is the only one with a capital M, and was that copy pasted?
I don't copy paste.
The rest of them were typed.
Feel free to guess it though.
Good catch, David.
that's
Good catch,
staged.
David. Good catch, David. He's we can see him reeling on his heels. He's literally leaning back. We have him pressed up against the wall there.
Yeah.
Do we want to say 5?
I mean,
I feel like it's
I
braggadociously
don't know.
18.
Okay.
But
I don't feel strongly about any of them. So
we're fully healed up. And
I
we have
agree.
a
I feel like
can.
it was a lot. You've been
Uh,
right consistently at late game, so
Yeah.
In the clutch.
I have more trust in you.
I'm gonna say D 18 million, knowing for a fact David's probably right about that capital M.
Are you saying D?
Locking
Locking that
in
in?
7 on the bike.
That's incorrect. It's also not 5 million. That is just a straight
Damn.
typo. It's C, 10 million. It's a flat 10.
Damn.
All right.
You know, they're advertising 10 million. Wow. Ethan, you're at 2. You have that monster energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move forward.
I mean, sure.
I thought the final boss would be behind this pink plate.
No, there's still a lot of space up here.
Ugh. Actors are too
You
big.
going forward?
Yes, up to this top.
Top red.
All right. What year did the United States make the 8-hour workday a federal law? A, 1882. B, 1890. C, 1911. D, 1940.
This is where I feel like the Henry Ford thing comes into play.
Yeah.
Do you want to answer it in case we're wrong and it's an even 2-2, or
Yeah. So are we thinking? I don't know when Ford was making his cars. Is that like 1911? You think?
I remember this being, well, and I'm second guessing myself, but I remember this being a 40s.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was just going
Not
off of
necessarily
your Ford
making
comment,
the
honestly.
cars, but like the actual like the modern work week thing being settled. That's where I'm leaning. And I know
Yeah, it
he was
takes
like the
government forever.
architect of that because he had dialed down his efficient warehouse factory, pipeline and all that down, for what his needs were, and he was really promoting that. So that's why I say 40.
Locked in.
All right. Locking in 1940. David's locking it in, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
That
I'm locking.
is correct. 1940. Actually, pretty late. Remember our other trivia? We had late 1800s, early 1900s. This was a 50-year movement to get an 8-hour working day. Part of the reason I think it happened in 1942 was Great Depression was happening. People were starting to turn more to leftism, communism as things. This is a way to kind of satisfy the masses a little bit. Also, World War II would be around the corner as well. So a lot of shit was happening
Right.
during this time, but yeah, 1940. Good guess. You're still at 2. David's at 3.
Yes.
Or no,
And
sorry.
Dave's at
Yeah,
3.
David
I'm at 2.
at 2.
All right, let's hear it.
In what year did the Second International call on all Social Democratic Party organizations and trade unions of all countries to demonstrate energetically on the 1st of May for the legal establishment of the 8-hour day, for the class demands of the proletariat, and for the universal peace? So this is like this is like literally a statement from the Second International. What year did they make this?
Somewhere
1850.
between.
Sorry, A 1850, B 1890, C 1904, D 1951.
So it's somewhere between. It's either B or C because we know it was after like 1886 or something from a previous question. I think.
Okay.
Do we think it was 1904 then?
I trust
I'm
you.
kind of leaning like, do you think it was for? All right, I'm gonna step on it. Locked
Dog.
in C.
He asked that question and my brain went to mush. I had no idea what
Yeah.
this is. I am learning. I am hearing you're telling me now for the first time. So
So what year did the Second International call on social democratic parties to push for 1st of May? Or sorry, on the 1st of May to do a legal push for 8-hour workday. David's locking in C 1904. That is correct. Another crazy
yeah.
good guess. Second International is a kind of
like a basketball thing, right?
close. It's basically was like, so I think Karl Marx was part of the First International. It's basically a big organization, like, but global. And there's different. I think there's been 4 internationals at this point, but they were the second one, and they at the time calling for it, calling for that. All right, clutching up. Not gonna lie, you guys are when in a time of need,
Yeah.
getting the basketball.
That's what I was.
The blue.
This blue one. Who published The Great War: Western Front? A. Frontier Foundry. B. Gaming at Work. C. 11-Bit Studios. D. Deep Silver.
Wait, this is a video game? What's this called?
The Great War: Western Front. Who published it?
Great War Western Front. Now here's the thing. I've never heard of these first 2 names. And the second 2 names, they basically could be. I can see them publishing a video game titled this. Deep Silver just does a lot of weird things at a, AA budget. 11-Bit Studios is a development company, but they doesn't mean they can't self-publish. Gaming at Work, actually, I might have heard them. Frontier Foundry, I've never heard them. So, can you ask the question one more time?
Who published The Great War: Western Front? I could give a date for that. I forgot to write that down.
That would be helpful.
2023.
2 years ago.
Oh.
2 years ago. David, you're still at 3, right?
Yep. Yeah, I can step on it.
And I'm at 2.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
You do have cigarettes too, remember?
Yeah.
And the Monster Energy, if that plays in any factor.
I could drink the Monster Energy here. Could do that.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll drink the Monster Energy. I'm at 3. What one are we getting rid of? It could be any of these.
All right, Ethan's drinking the Monster Energy. He's at 3. I'm gonna get rid of C.
Okay. I am going to now answer. I'm gonna answer. Man, who published the game Great War Western Front? I'm gonna say C 11-bit Studios.
That was one of the ones I removed.
Oh, I thought you said
That is the one.
I thought you said
No,
B,
sorry.
Gaming at Work.
Sorry, C as in Cookie Monster, 11-bit Studios is not one of the answers.
Wow, weird. When you said that, I was, I guess, staring at the words Gaming at Work and was like, it's not that one then. Okay, so
You're good.
whatever. Sorry. Well, I also don't think it's Gaming at Work. I guess I'll say Deep Silver. D for Deep Silver.
D for Deep Silver. That is incorrect. It's Frontier Foundry.
Never heard of them.
Well, now you have. Add it to the repertoire.
Probably gonna forget.
Ethan's at 2. David's at 2.
David's at 3.
I'm at 3.
Sorry, 3. Sorry. You see a door up ahead. And it says the Big Bad Boss Suite. The door is unlocked.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh,
I was gonna say we
Crack
need
it
to answer
open.
this one question down here because there's the key behind it. Okay. Well,
If you
we're too scared and we run away. No, let's open this. Let's open this.
all right, you open it. Why is it not locking on? There's a blue up ahead.
hear it.
Okay.
War of the Monsters video game was emulated, upscaled, and re-released on PS4 in what year? A 2011, B 2013, C 2015, D 2017.
Now here's the thing, Devin. That question is a little misleading because it's been up-resed and re-released on PlayStation 4 twice.
So the first time.
Yeah. I will answer that with I definitively will say D 2017.
Locking that in?
You want me to step on it just in case?
No. I am stepping on it.
All right.
D 2017.
Okay.
Ethan, that is incorrect. It's 2015.
It took me
Ethan's at
Oh.
1.
But I thought
Yeah.
that's when 2017 is when Sony started their PS2 on PS4 program. Because the first games were Jack and Daxter stuff leading up to Naughty Dog's last Uncharted game.
War of the Monsters, trendsetter. All right.
Well,
If you're moving forward,
Yep.
doesn't hurt for me to smoke cigarettes now.
I mean, what if the boss has like 5 questions like usual or something?
Cool. Well, I have 2 uses of 3 questions. That's 6.
I thought it was
Sorry.
the next 3 questions. Like
Yeah,
once you use it,
3.
you don't get to pick.
Yeah, and then I have 2 uses of that.
It's 2 total uses of the cigarette. So once you smoke it, that's 1 use, and the next 3 questions.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm gonna smoke it
yeah.
now. I'm gonna smoke the first
Okay.
puff now.
Okay.
I'm feeling real bad about that video game question. It's almost like the time I thought one of my favorite
Now's
video
not the
games
time
came
for
out in a
advice.
wrong year.
It's okay. 11. This country yearly raises the minimum wage on its Labor Day. A, United States. B, Kenya. C, Brazil. D, Chile. And since Ethan used the cigarettes, it's not United States. It is not Brazil.
And so Chile or Kenya, I could see either of them doing it. David, what do you think?
I agree. Unfortunately, I wish I was leaning one way. I don't know. I mean, maybe Chile. I guess I'm leaning more towards, but I could also see Kenya. I don't know. I don't know almost anything about Kenya. So
Kenya, answer the question for us. Sorry, I just wanted to make a.
which one do you want? Which one are you feeling?
I
do
can
Chile?
see either. I can see either. I can see Well, here's my ignorant ass. I feel like Chile is a more developed economically country than Kenya. So maybe
Yeah.
they can afford to, but maybe the fact that Kenya really can't means that it's small and any improvement's an improvement. You know what I mean? As they build, but
Right.
I don't know. Again, they could be totally
Or maybe
fine.
this is
You
a
know,
question to prove our assumptions wrong.
exactly. So I trust you. Whatever you want to say.
All right. I think this is a Devin trying to prove assumptions wrong. I'm gonna say Kenya. Final answer.
David locks in Kenya. You're at 3. Ethan's at 1. We used the cigarette. We got rid of Brazil. You're thinking it's Kenya. That is correct. Kenya does raise the minimum wage on its Labor Day. And there's also other countries that do it as well. But here in the United States, it's still $7.25.
Which is insane.
What is Kenya's minimum wage?
I don't know. But the fact that they raise it every year is still an improvement over whatever the hell we're doing here, which requires 2/3 majority, and both parties don't give a fuck. Anyways, little tangent. Sorry, I get mad that somehow one country can afford to do it, but we can't.
As of by the end of this year, it is expected to be, well, I don't know what it is in United States dollars, but 15,201 KES a month. A month.
That sounds like a lot. I don't know.
While we move on, I want to figure this out.
$117 a month.
Oh, you just did it?
I just Googled it, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what their cost of living and all that is, but still.
Kenya shillings.
Okay.
So answer this question, and up ahead is the big boss himself, the second horseman of the apocalypse,
John Fetterman.
John Fetterman says, "Finally, you have arrived. I've been waiting. You know, it was really fun coming in here and disrupting these workers and making them make weapons for me. And I get to get all the profits. It's even better. Double whammy. I'm assuming you're here to stop me. Well,
Easily.
luckily for you, you'd think this is only one question. It is one question.
Oh.
But every time you get it wrong, you lose a life. I need you to put these 10 American billionaires in order from richest to poorest.
Great.
I'm going to put this in the chat.
God.
Great.
How many do we have to put in order? Oh, God.
Well, I'll say once you get one correct, though, like it'll lock that in that spot. So you don't have to like, theoretically, that could be like over 1,000 guesses. But like each one you get correct, you put in. So this is the list. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Michael Bloomberg, Steve Ballmer, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Larry Ellison, Sergey Brin, Warren Buffett, and Larry Page. So cigarettes, we'll have to, I'm going to give you 2 lives at the end of that cigarette, just because of there is no like correct or incorrect, unless I guess give you, or I can give you, I guess, 2 of these correct, I guess, if you want.
Whatever you want to
makes
do.
More sense.
I have on screen here. Can I zoom in?
Sorry, that was like I don't have like the best system. That works, yeah.
So
okay, help this. With the cigarette, since you answered 1, that would give you 2 more of 2. You will lose, but you're at 1 HP.
What
So
if
I guess
when
you
we
would
answer...
die if you get, so basically if I did it, I guess the way of like giving you an answer in a way.
Well, what if...
Well, no, it's like, incorrect answers. So I guess whatever you get wrong, I'll give you just for 2 the next tries for free, but Ethan will die in 2 turns because of the cigarette, because he's at 1 HP.
Okay. Great.
And then if he's healed with like, well, we use the monster energy, so that'd be so we get 2 freebies. I guess will be the best way to do it, because I don't think there's really no other like way I can think of. I didn't expect you to use the cigarettes at the end, honestly.
I was going to say on each guess, you could tell us 2 people whether we need to go higher or lower. but I'm fine with your as well.
Or sure. I mean,
Might be easier.
I just know in two attempts, you get 2 free attempts, no one loses any, but Ethan will.
Right.
Unless you get it correct, then Ethan won't die. Because you might get it one try. It's
All right,
potentially
we got to
possible.
figure this out.
Bezos is at the top, right?
Him or Musk, right? So
I don't think Musk did Musk surpass
And I'll
him?
say this is as of December 2024. Noted, according to Forbes magazine.
you want to
Um,
put like this so far?
yeah, I like that.
We have Warren
Um,
Buffett, we know is rich. Michael Bloomberg, which you know
I
has a
feel
lot of
like
money.
Warren
Bill
Buffett's
Gates,
like lower.
Zuckerberg,
on-
Steve Ballmer is a Microsoft long term dude. I'm gonna put Bill Gates. He's up there. We know that.
Bill Gates is I could see Bill Gates there, and maybe Zuck next.
I don't really know who
Zucker.
Larry Ellison is.
Same.
Or Sir.
You don't know Larry or other Larry? There's 2.
Oh
Ellison
God, there is
Page.
2.
Oh, I guess just be named Larry, and you have a higher chance of.
I guess so. Statistically correct. At least top 10.
What's our next one? 5.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just don't know about who these people are, so we just got to put them on and just hope we get lucky. So how about?
I feel like Warren is like 9 or 10.
Okay, so let's
or
put
8 or 9 maybe.
put Warren
Put him
at
at 9.
At 9. Okay,
I think.
and
'Cause I don't think he's like gone that crazy after he's a billionaire, but he's not like constantly doing other stuff. He's just chilling. Like
right. Steve Ballmer, I know has money, so maybe we put him there.
I think all these people have
Fair.
too much.
I can
One of
see
these guys-
Michael Bloomberg.
Actually, one of these guys is broke, and you have to figure out one of us.
How is this looking?
I'm sure. Yeah, I have zero opinion about the bottom 5. I'm hoping we at least get a couple correct here.
All right, is that
Of the
the
lower
first
ones.
list you're locking in?
Yeah, let's lock this in.
All right, so I'm just gonna go through this quick. I luckily have it right here.
Oh,
Oh.
I clicked off. Sorry.
Sorry, you're good. I
I'm trying to write it
believe.
down as well. That way. We keep
No, yeah,
track of
good. I'm
what
just
our
I'm just
guesses
triple
were.
checking. I don't want to like give you the wrong one.
It was like a year ago when we were doing those streams. You know, guess each other's favorite Halloween candy, guess each other's favorite video games, and a lot of like, all right, gotta double make sure that I'm not saying the wrong.
You
thing
have
here.
one right.
Me?
Michael Bloomberg.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So just work your way
Honestly,
up.
that's 5. Or honestly, that's fine, not 5.
I'll hold them when they're right. So I think we swap Jeff and Musk, right?
Yep.
All right, Ethan, this is your last one where you get to probably have to still do the list
Yeah.
for the stream, but
Wow, it's gonna be so he automatically dies after this one.
yes, because the cigarette had 1 HP. If you had 2, I would just knock him
Well,
down.
I thought it
1.
was max HP goes down, and then you can't
Yeah.
heal up that.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry, you're fine then. But after that, then so you get 2 freebies, and then so this is your second.
I get
freebie.
3 attempts, assuming I get 3 total attempts before I die.
Yeah, you used the one on the red, so this is your last of the cigarettes. But then yeah, your max is down. Sorry. But then at that point, David's what at?
Well,
You're
let's
at
figure out
2.
when we get there.
Yeah.
I'm
You
at
just
3 right now.
swapped Elon
That's right.
and Bezos. Just swap those 2.
Do we swap Zuck and Gates? I
could
feel
do
like
that.
Zuck is probably pretty high up there, right? I mean, Facebook.
I honestly don't
Meta.
know. I mean, he's God.
I could also
King.
see him being 4 or 5, but he wasn't 4. So if it's not 3, I feel like it's
Right. But again, it could be. I have a feeling the Sergey dude's up there. I feel like I've heard about.
okay. Do we put him at 4?
I think we put him at 3.
Okay. All right.
We put Zuck down in the muck. And then, I don't know, did we just swap 6 and 7, 8 and 9?
Sure. Yeah. I'm just trying to write these down quick. I have no opinion about it, so.
Yeah, I can't count on my exact times. I'll just let you know if it's right, which ones you got right, which ones you got wrong.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Elon, Jeff Bezos, Sergey Brin, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Ballmer, Larry Ellison, Warren Buffett, Larry Page. I can't see Steve Ballmer being down at 9, though. Let's just rock with this one and see. Unless you disagree, David. Lock this in.
Nope. Locked in.
Okay.
All right. I'll tell you right off the bat, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos is correct. I'm just double checking. Let's see, make sure anyone else is correct here. I think that's it. Just double checking one more time. Yep, that's it. So you got Musk, Bezos, Michael. So that was the last of your free attempts. Now at this point, you're down to 4. I guess I'm assuming you're going to go in the order of David's chewing his lives
For
Okay.
sure.
up first because he's at 3. Ethan's at 1.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Maybe I think Steve Ballmer is actually lower. I'm thinking maybe
Okay.
I'm just putting Larry Page there for now, but I'm thinking Steve is here.
okay. Do we want to put Zuck at 3 then?
Yeah.
Maybe Bryn at 5? We know Gates is also not 4.
True. What if we put Warren Buffett up there?
Sure.
And but Larry Ellison we had at 6 before, right?
Elson we had at 7.
Okay.
We have at the first round we had it at 6, so it's not 6 or 7.
What about Larry Page? Where did we have them before?
Age first we had it in 8 and 9.
Okay,
First
so
and second is 8 and 9.
if we have Page at 7 and Ellison at 8, that doesn't double up on things we've done before, right?
Sorry, say that again.
If Larry Page is at 7 and Larry Ellison is at 8, that is a new placement for them, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we have Steve Ballmer at
Um,
9, Sergey Brin at 6, Bill at 5, Warren at 4, Mark at 3. Quiet.
Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I'm trying to write these down. But we can lock it in. I don't have any comments on this. I think this
Fair.
is a game of a war of attrition, if you
Yeah.
will.
All
All right,
let's-
locking that in under I'm just David's and Mark Zuckerberg is correct. I think that's it.
Billy?
Yeah.
I think we're
I'm done.
narrowing it down, though. I mean, each of these that are wrong can only go in. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Three
5,
spots.
6
There's 3
places.
spots that
There's
each
3
of
spots.
these. Yeah.
So we're getting close.
Warren, tell me where we've had Warren Buffett before.
Buffett, first. So we've had him in 9, 8,
Now
and
4.
4.
What if he's 5?
Okay. I could see
Bill
that.
Gates, where have we had him before? Wait.
Gates 3, 4, 5.
Okay. You can put him at 6. What about Sergey Brin?
5, 3, and 6. 3, 5, and 6.
He actually has 4 spots. Larry Ellison. What if I put him up at 4? He's been 6, 7, 8, right?
He hasn't. Yep.
Larry Page. They've been 6, 7, 8 as well. They've been 7, 8, 9.
Page is 8, 9. Yeah, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so Larry has to go either 4, 5, or 6, and we just put these 3 there. So maybe Larry Ellison hasn't been at 9, right?
Ellison has not been at 9.
What about Steve Ballmer?
Ballmer is 6, 7, and 9.
Okay, we could put him at 8.
Great.
Bill Gates and Sergey Brin. Bill Gates is okay at 6. We put that there. Sergey, has he been at 7?
Sergey. All right, what's his last name? I'm
Brin.
writing these all down. Only last name.
B-R-I-N.
B-R-I-N.
Brin. 6. So 3, 6, and 5. 3, 5, and 6.
Okay, so this looks like this is all new. Let's roll with
Great.
this.
All right, David's second life technically here for doing it that way. Warren Buffett is correct.
Okay.
Sergey Brin is correct. Steve Ballmer is correct. And then that's it. What's your best run, though? You have 2 attempts here left. And you'll have to pick and choose who's doing.
Bill has been at 4 and 6. He has not been at 9, right?
Sorry, I'm still writing these down. Oh, sorry. Don't remove them yet because I hadn't written them down.
I just done.
7 is Brin.
We can get it this time.
Yeah, I think so. Ballmer. Ellison 10. Still. Okay, we're good now.
All right, so Bill Gates has been at 4 before, right?
Gates was 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, so he has to be 9. Larry Page.
Wait, Gates we have correct though. I wrote.
What? No.
Was Gates correct?
Gates wasn't correct.
Gates is not correct.
Okay, I don't know why I wrote that down then.
So Gates has to go at 9 because he's 4, 6, and 9 are our only spots, and he's been at 4 and 6. He needs to be 9. Larry Page, Larry Ellison.
Page has been at.
Has Page been
4,
at 6?
Been at 8, 9, 7. Got to be 6 then, right?
Okay. Well, then this has to be it. Unless a mistake was made somewhere, this has to be it because it's the only spots they can go that's new.
All right, who's locking this in, though? Is it David or Ethan?
I will
One life
lock it
each.
in.
All right, Ethan's locking it in. That cigarette, was really good, hyping him up. That is correct. You had Larry a couple rounds ago, and then you almost got it to the point where you straight, and then you guys moved some stuff around. But you guys got there eventually. Yeah, this is
These are our heroes.
10 heroes of Labor Day. Elon Musk, $244 billion. Jeff Bezos, $197 billion. Mark Zuckerberg, $181. Larry Ellison, $175. Warren Buffett, $150. Larry Page 136, Sergey Brin 130, Steve Ballmer 123, Bill Gates 107, Michael Bloomberg 105, and that's as of December 2024.
And
so as you
number
enter
11
this-
here, how much money?
I don't know, like
You're-
$10 at least.
That's what it feels like.
You spent it all on
Or the
Monster
minimum.
Energy and cigarettes.
All right.
So as you defeat him, you bring him back to the front, and all of the workers eat him, and he's perished. And congrats, you successfully beat this one. I know this one was a lot harder than the other ones, but
well, it's
here
always
it is. If you zoom
a-
out, you can see the
Oh.
full map.
I was gonna oh, there's the effects.
Oh my God.
Of all the blood. There you go.
So you this question, which you didn't even, I know you guys were at 1, but this question 11 down here for this item,
no.
there was an item there. You guys just went down the wrong one. That 11
knew
one
one of
was which I think you would have
Huh.
known, which is the defense of this fort in the War of 1812 inspired the American national anthem. It's Fort McHenry
Oh, Yankee Doodle
in
Dandy.
Baltimore there. But yeah, you
Okay.
you at least found that second door, because there was a way from the very beginning. That second door, both of them lead to the next area. I think you went the best possible route, because you can see here like there's 2 different directions in the middle,
Sure.
which was a gauntlet. But yeah, you were able
That was tough, but we
to
made it.
I like
yeah.
how this factory layout is done to make it look like a silhouette of a factory, to imply that all
yeah,
of the good spots are somehow up in the air.
yeah. I tried to do something that wasn't a square or a rectangle, so I'm like, oh, I'll make this like loosely the image of a factory. And then I just had like,
Although
you have to go to
mathematically,
each-
it didn't work out for you to make this taller.
yeah, it didn't work out, but yeah, I just wanted to basically kind of a Resident Evil though, with the key cards and like
Sure,
having to
sure.
go different spots. So it's a little different. So
Yes.
next one will be the famine, which we'll do in Thanksgiving,
Right.
kind of
that's
opposite
right.
of famine. So that will be around then. Which third horseman. Yeah, this one was tough. I try to put a lot of Labor Day history. There's a lot of good info out there. People should look up their Labor Day history, rather May Day history, and see why our government loves to change. There's a couple questions he didn't even get to, but that were more about like why the U.S. government, like I said, changed to make Labor Day in September. It's us and Canada, like the only 2 in this hemisphere that celebrate Labor Day, and most of it's tied to not getting it tied to leftists and stuff, because can't have the
I
workers
was
of the
gonna
world
say,
unite.
I am glad that it wasn't what I thought, where I thought the final boss would be over here, like nested in the middle, assuming that it was a square. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be so dragged out.
And the item, by the way, down here was a half-used cigar, which is kind of like a cigarette, but it doesn't do damage to you.
That would have been
Um,
useful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I try to give you a hint with having her say like, "Oh, they just smoked a cigar," and
Yeah,
try to be like,
Yeah.
so.
Sure. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you saved all the workers too, which was like a kind of a side quest, so you didn't have to, but
and which means we're
You
getting
did.
rewarded when we begin the next game.
maybe,
Got it.
maybe
Cool.
I'll think about it.
Cool. Well, I gotta go, and I gotta
Right.
pee, and David has to go,
Same.
and David has to pee, and Devin has to go, and Devin has to pee. So collectively, we're all gonna take turns holding hands and peeing into the trough. We're gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Devin, for doing this. This was a lot of fun. This was, and I always say this, but this time I mean it. Not that I didn't mean it before, but I do mean it now. Your best one yet. Thank you guys for
Appreciate it.
watching. There's a like button. There's a subscribe button. You have already clicked both, but just, double check just in case. Just in case. We'll see you, Thanksgiving for another one of these. And there's more things on the channel, including a new podcast episode, The Sonic Movie Show, where the 3 of us are returning once more, coming on Sunday. So the end of this week, beginning of next week, where we reviewed a video game movie titled Werewolves Within. The crew got back at it. I'm glad we were able to get here today to celebratorily hype that up. We'll see you another time. As always, goodbye.
Labor out.
See ya.